We are ready to go. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKRsport, hooey, we're here with the Brisbane Broncos and Canterbury Bulldogs game. Now this is going to be an interesting one because both these teams obviously aren't exactly the greatest. They're not exactly the greatest teams in history right now. The Bulldogs have had two pretty difficult opponents, and I guess, you know, the same thing with the Broncos too. They've had two difficult opponents. Not that people want to admit the Titans are, but, you know, they are. But today, guys, Brisbane Broncos and the Bulldogs, I'm not too sure who to tip in this one. I am going to take the doggies myself, because I think they're going to be able to find some attack going against a team that I guess would be classed as weaker than the teams that they've played already. But in the same sense, you know, the Broncos are at home. They currently are on 13 losses in a row. If they lose this game, then they're 14 losses in a row, and that is their most losses in a row for a Queensland team in history. So they definitely don't want to be losing today. For me, I think, obviously, with the Brisbane Broncos, their attack isn't that great because they don't really have the ball too much, and the defense is shithouse. So, realistically, they got up against a Dogs team who is coached by Trent Barrett, and Trent Barrett doesn't know how to create defense. He's been an attacking-minded coach for his entire history. So, you know, it's going to be interesting if the Broncos can score. They should score, and this should be a high-scoring game, realistically, because the Dogs, their attack is the thing that people kind of rate the most. But guys, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are damn well new around here, and let me know in the chat who you are tipping for this game. Lewis Fans Football says, did you see the Crazy Warriors comeback, mate? I did. Also think that was absolutely ridiculous because there was about a 3-metre forward pass to one of their tries. However, the Raiders, obviously, they got tired in the end, and, you know, fair enough result considering kind of how that game finished with all the injuries and the Raiders players off the field. In fact, they had to basically go with no bench for the entire game since the 12th minute or whatever. It was always bound to happen. Warriors still get a good win, but in the same sense, that 3-metre forward pass is absolutely ludicrous, and it's embarrassing for this game. That's why I think that Rugby Union does it right and does it well in regards to being able to rule on 4 passes in the video ref. The Rugby Union does it just like what we do now with the try being awarded and the video ref takes a look at it. That's what happens in Rugby Union. They've adapted that, and I really think they should bring over the 4 pass rule because that was blatant. That was literally 3 metres. But still a good try. Still a good win for the Warriors regardless. AJ says, Coates for the first try. Oh, here he goes. The Titans fan. He's getting around the Broncos, is he? Getting around the Broncos. Sally Woods says, g'day, Blaze. Hello, Sally. Stephen Warren says, hi. Hello, Mike. Sarkis, hey, man. Sarkis says, what do you think about the Dragons? I didn't get to watch that game, really. I was at the Rabbitohs-Roosters game. Obviously, that vlog will come out tomorrow for you guys, about 10 a.m. So, obviously, have your notifications on and ready to go for that one, because it is a very good vlog. I supported the Rabbitohs. Obviously, the Rabbitohs won, so trust me, the reactions are good. And Hayden, Entertain House, he supported the old buddy Roosters. And they were greatest there, the old Chooksters. Julian Batora says, hey, BKR, I'm joining the NRL this year on Deportes del Mundo. I hear that they're doing really well in regards to international viewership, so it's very good to see. You're in Uruguay. Yes, Julian? I think you're in Uruguay. Blaze YouTube says, what do you think about the Titans trying to sign Stags? I think it's pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you. By the way, guys, the Broncos are coming out here. People forget that Ash Taylor isn't re-signed for next year yet. His contract ends at the end of this year, and obviously he's on $1 million a year, so that really detracts from our salary cap. Can sign Stags. So a lot of money could be coming through there. However, you know, I'm not going to talk bad about Ash. I've backed him in for the entire time he's been here, and hopefully he can get it together. But unfortunately, he's injured this week. I will be streaming tomorrow night's Titans-Cowboys game, by the way, guys. So obviously, if you're new around here, subscribe. AJ Ellis says, do you think the Roosters season is done? Absolutely. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. The Roosters are a very professional organisation, and they're always going to compete. But do I think they're going to win the competition? Absolutely goddamn not. Julie Patora says, I choose to go for the Tigers because the colours are similar to my hometown club. Are there any yellow and black clubs? Unfortunately not. You will have to go for the Tigers. Cowboys? No, Cowboys don't have black. They're like yellow and navy blue. Unfortunately, if you're a Tigers fan, man, you're supporting a pretty horrific team. It's probably going to come last this year. But, you know, if that's who you want to go for, that's who you want to go for. I think, yes, Blaze YouTube says apparently Titans are also trying to get Coates. I think that's more realistic. I think, yes, Coates is more realistic. I think Stags probably leaves, but I'm not too sure if he goes to the Titans. I'm not too sure if he goes to the Titans. The game is about to kick off here, guys. So like I said, smack the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get going, and let's get around the doggies. Doggies. And it's going to be doggies starting off with the ball too. Alrighty, beautiful. Come on, let's get a good game going here. I want a close game, you know, just like we saw in the last game. Obviously, if you didn't see it, the Raiders were up 31-6 or 31-10, and the Warriors were able to come back and win that one. Yes, it was very dodgy, but they still won the one in the end. Dasmate says, let's go doggies. Lewis Fans Football says, Broncos will go back-to-back in my opinion. Fair enough, to be honest with you. I think the Broncos are better than last place. But I think the doggies might actually be able to put a score on them today. I just feel like this Dogs team, they have the attack in them. I don't think the Broncos have the ability to defend. Look, the Dogs didn't do well against the Panthers. They lost 24-0, but that was against the Panthers, who are fantastic. 3 wins in a row with no clear in Coruscant and now Dylan Edwards. That Panthers team is unbelievable. They lost 24-0 and fair enough. They still scored a few points against the Knights. I think they lost 34-18 or something like that, so still a decent loss. But I think the Bulldogs will be able to put a score behind the Broncos, and it's going to be if the Broncos can match it with them in regards to scoring points. Jaden Green said, I'm so proud of my Warrior teammates. Yeah, you'd be happy for the win, but it was very dodgy. But that's a strip. Or maybe, no, they're going to say knock on. Ooh. Melvin here with the ball. Dasmate says, holy shit, Ben Cummings gave us a 6 again. Unreal. I thought that was a strip there, but they're going to call knock on. So the Broncos will get the ball here. Look, the Bulldogs, they've always been known as a very defensive team too, like a really a quality team in regards to their defense. And with Trent Barrett being there, who I continuously say to you guys, I do not rate, it's just so odd seeing the Dogs not have an emphasis on being such a stringent, strong defensive team. It is very odd. So, 2 minutes in here, Broncos are touching the ball now. They've already made, 20, 30 metres off this first two tackles. And the Broncos will probably get into the attack at 20 because the Dogs' defense is just absolutely shithouse. Bryce Flanagan says, Dogs. Fatima says, hi. Hello, Fatima. How you doing? So, 38 minutes to go here, guys. Give me your prediction for the game. Like, what's your actual score prediction? That's going to be 5th tackle here for the Broncos. I saw a lot of Broncos fans were pretty unhappy that didn't get a crack here over Brodie Croft. Chance here for the Broncos. No, easy take for the Dogs at the back. Easy takes. So, 2.5 minutes in here, and the Dogs will have the ball. I think from so far this weekend, not necessarily the greatest fan of how the Raiders will start off this season at all. I think Warriors are still probably missing the 8 for me. I'd probably say that, because look, if the Raiders don't have about 400 players injured and have no bench for 70 minutes in that game, the Raiders probably win that one by country mile. But, it is what it is. So, 5th tackle here with the Bulldogs. They're into the attack in half. Pattercat says, prediction, I'll switch to the AFL by the end of this game. Fair enough. It's a good prediction, to be honest with you. You won't be switching to the A-League after last night's result. I know that, son. I know that one. Gee whiz. What a good buddy goal, though, for Melbourne City. Dasmate says, I have a weird feeling the Broncos will win this. I don't think so. I feel it. Look, I'll be honest with you. I feel it too. I do feel the Broncos... Well, they should be winning this. It's not really a weird feeling by saying the Broncos, win this, because they are favourites, and they should be favourites. They're the home team, and they're going up against a team that's been smacked up in 2 weeks in a row. The Broncos still relatively competed with the Titans last week on the scoreboard, but not really in the game at all. The Titans sponsored them for 80 minutes. People saying Broncos lost that game. Absolutely goddamn not. The Broncos just aren't simply that good this year. And, the Titans still dominated the possession. But the Titans have a lot of work to do in regards to their attack. Broncos here, Milford. And Milford also had a really good game for the Titans too. But they still technically, hold on, Broncos here. Farnworth away. Farnworth away here for the Broncos. Farnworth away, 20 metres out. Good tackle. Good defence by the Doggies there to stop that one. Not great defence to let him go. But he gets away there and nearly scores. So 5th tackle here for the Broncos. 15 metres out from the Dogs' line. Is that 6 again? It is 6 again. All right. Broncos at the 6 again here. Relatively competed with them on the scoreboard, I guess, even though the game was pretty much over by half-time. And the first game, they were up 16-0 against the Eels in the first half before they obviously lost that game 24-16. So another set, a 6 here, another 6 again for the Broncos. 10 metres out. Oh, Brodie Croft has been slapped up. So both games, the Broncos on the scoreboard have competed. And have competed in general against the Eels. Flegler here with a huge run. Still going here. Still going. 1 metre short here from the line. Blaze YouTube says, hopefully they get some quick points. Well, they need it right now. 2nd tackle here for the Broncos. That's going to be knock on. You're an idiot, Flegler. Flegler knocks the ball on 1 metre out from the line, and he is an idiot. Gee whiz. Bryce Flanagan says, BKR, how are you? Going all right, mate. Feeling positive. Feeling good. Can't wait to go up for the Gold Coast Titans game against the Raiders next week. I feel like we've got a good chance against them the way they've started this season, especially on the Gold Coast. And we usually have pretty good games against the Raiders. I think it's pretty much 50-50 over the years with us. So it should be a very interesting game up there. I think we competed with them relatively well last year. We did lose in the end. Yeah, no, that's a knock-on for the Broncos. That's a clear knock-on from Flegler. Brendan Westling says, this weekend has gradually been getting worse for me. Picked Penrith, then Manly out of stupidity, Canberra, but they chose, and I would rather forget the Chooks game sooner than later. Well, like I said, man, I was at the Rabbitohs Roosters game last night, and that vlog will come out 10 a.m. tomorrow. You won't like it because I supported the Rabbitohs. But with that being said, I tipped the Storm, and I tipped Manly, like you, mate. So I did tip the Rabbitohs, obviously, and I tipped the Raiders. So, I've got 1 from 4 so far. Most people do, though, I've noticed. Most people tip the Roosters, most people tip the Storm. People usually tip the Dragons, and then most people tip the Raiders. So most people are either 1 from 4. I know Clarkie's 0 from 4 right now. He tipped Manly, he tipped the Roosters, he tipped the Storm, and he obviously tipped the Raiders. So, people, they're not having a good week this week, and a lot of injuries too, by the way, for everyone, especially you guys, the Chooksters. So, fit tackle here for the Doggies inside the attacking half right now. Jim Jones says, don't tip Manly again. I will never, ever tip Manly again. Never tip Manly again. They make me angry. They're making me angry right now. Buddy Manly. Oh, my dad watches that. My dad's a Manly fan. You suck, Manly. I hate you. I tipped you. I thought you'd be able to get a win over the Dragons. My goodness. Dasmate says, I only have the Raiders game wrong. Oh, here we go. Oh, buddy, fantastic tips to Daz over here. Yeah, way to rub it in, mate. So, second tackle here for the Broncos, 35 metres out here from the line. There's someone in the BKRsport tipping that has 4 from 4. That's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. How do you tip the Warriors in that game? I'm sorry, but how do you do it? So, Milford here with the ball, and he's going to get taken down around the 50. Jake Smith has only got Warriors right. What? How have you only got the Warriors right? Bryce Fleming says, BK, I've been sub since 1K, I think. Awesome, man. Good to see that you've been following all this time. We're very close to 9,000, by the way, guys. So, subscribe if you're new. And we're getting close to 10K, only about 1,300 away. So, let's go. Ooh, big kick up there from the Broncos. And the Doggies. Oh, it's a knock on. The Dogs. Not the ball on their own line. Sport Action says, Broncos don't win this. They won't win another game till round 10. Well, maybe fair enough, but I think we both know a team that did win last night, mate. Yeah? I was actually with Hayden. I was like, you know why I want to win this game? Not just because, obviously, I want to win it in regards to Geelong, but because I knew you would be here. I knew you would be here, and you'd be talking a shit if the Lions won. So, let's go to Catters, son. Jim Jones says, Manly versus Penrith, who you got? Oh, Penrith by about 400. And if I don't tip Penrith, then I'm gonna disown myself. If I tip Manly over Penrith, I'm going to disown myself from my own life. Broncos here with the ball 10 metres out. Here we go. They're going to the right-hand side here. They've tried a little play here, and it's a pretty stupid play. It's not going to do anything. How's that 6 to go? How is that not a 6 there? That made no sense. Nothing happened. So, Broncos here with the ball. First tackle here, 10 metres out. 9 minutes into the game, guys. 9 minutes into the game, still 0-0. Sporting says it should have been holding the ball. Give me your tears, Gypsy. Give me your tears. First tackle with the Broncos underneath here. Pun guy to Milford. Milford underneath. And taken down. Mr. Glenn. Taken down. Second tackle here with the Broncos. Another set restart. This ref is just really giving the fiddle right now for the Broncos. Milford up the right-hand side here. And he's going to get taken down about 5 metres out. Knock on. Milford. Anthony Milford is the best player in every game because he plays for the opposite team. Truly, he is the best player in every game because he plays for the opposite team. Brendan Westling says it's a case of who can play worse footy. Mate, in this opening 9 minutes, you're 100% spot on. It's a really quick... Another knock-on from the Dogs. Oh, no. We've dead set seen 4 knock-ons in the space of 9 minutes, guys. We've dead set seen 4 knock-ons in the space of 9 minutes. Blaze YouTube says, Jared Warrior-Hargrave is teaching the younglings on how to be grubs. I noticed the Roosters were really trying to aim up on Jai Arrow last night because of obviously what happened with, was it Tedesco last year in Origin? But it was just embarrassing them. Like it was just embarrassing them. Patacat says, what am I watching? Mate, what did you expect? And this is why when a couple of people asked me on Thursday when I was streaming for the Panthers Storm game, they were like, are you going to this game, the Broncos Dogs game? I said, mate, I ain't flying up to Brisbane to watch the Broncos and the Bulldogs. Like, firstly, I don't want to go to Brisbane right now with their bloody, the virus-infected city. for one, I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's a joke. People can't joke around nowadays, though, obviously, so I probably should apologise for that before I get cancel cultured. I was never, ever flying up to Brisbane to watch Broncos versus Dogs. I probably won't fly up to Queensland unless the Titans are playing, or Broncos, Cowboys, maybe. But here we go. Playing guy tries to get the offloads. Third tackle here. Jake Smith says Roosters have Warriors next week. Thoughts? Warriors probably limp over the line there against a team that has got 4 players able to play. 4 tackle here for the Broncos. They're 4 metres out here from the line. Chancey! Oh my God. That's going to be another good defensive tackle there by the Dogs. 5th tackle here. What's the bet there's a knock on? Here? Milford here. And he's gone away, and he's done the worst kick I've ever seen in my life. That's a Dogs knock on. It's a Dogs knock on. This is just knock on after knock on. Dead set. So actually says, why were people surprised the Rabbitohs won the Roosters, beat Manly and Tigers? I know. I tipped the Rabbitohs. I told everyone this. I said I'm tipping the Rabbits. I think the Rabbits are going to be the better team this year, and I think Roosters haven't proven themselves besides 2 big scorelines against 2 pretty average teams. And that's a decent little kick through, but he might knock the ball on here. No, that's going to be a knock on from the Dogs, I think. Oh! No, no one's touched it. Milford's not touched that there. They're going to lose this ball here. The Bulldogs are going to lose the coach's challenge, captain's challenge in the first 11 minutes of the game. This game is possibly one of the worst games, and it's brilliant. I'm loving every second of this because of how bad this game is. So, Broncos here. Milford kicks it through. It's a clear kick, and then he's holding him without the ball, though. He's not even going for the ball, to be honest with you. Milford's not going for the ball. Milford doesn't even go for the ball there. He goes with the arms. Anthony Milford grabs at the player here, not the ball. There you go. Challenge successful. The Dogs get the ball here. Anthony Milford's unreal. Anthony Milford is the best player for the opposite team every single game. I agree with that call. It was clear, and it's a penalty. Gee whiz, Milford is so shocking. Jake Smith says Warriors are currently $7.50 to beat the Chooks. No, they wouldn't be. Holden Talks NRL says who's commentating on Fox League. I'm not too sure, man. I don't really listen to the commentary. I only listen to the atmosphere, really, because obviously I'm talking so much. But guys, 11 minutes in here, guys. Obviously, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you are new around here. We will be doing the Parramatta Eels versus Sharks game right after this, and that kick was horrific. They made about 8 metres off that penalty kick. They're at their 10-metre line. You're kidding me. You're joking. I think I just heard Vossi. I think I can hear Andrew Johns. I just heard Vossi. I heard Johns. Rory McNichol says, as a Raiders fan, I'm so depressed. Fair enough, mate. I think it's a fair-ish result. Dodgy try for a 3-metre forward pass. But in the same sense, the Raiders were injured. They fell apart in the end. It's just, part and parcel of the game. Josh Jackson here with the ball about halfway here, 4 tackle. Pattercat says, I would love if the Tigers signed Milford and gave them to every single opposition team they play. Bulldogs away here. This should be a try. Pass it in. Bro, no. Oh, my God. This is the worst game in the history of games. This is the worst game in the history of rugby league games in the history of ever. This is the worst rugby league game in the history of ever. Why is this dude double pumping? Why is he double pumping this pass? No, bro. Why are you double pumping that pass? It was a forward pass, but they weren't calling forward there. That was a forward pass, but they weren't calling forward pass there. So if Flanagan holds on to that, it's a try. Holy shit, man. Potato Dragon says, oh, no, boy, oh, boy, wowee. Exactly right. I'm not even going to read the rest of that comment because that just sums up this game right now. 4 errors for the Dogs, 2 for the Broncos in the first 12 and a half minutes of the game. This should be illegal. If they're streaming this game in Africa and America and Europe right now and South America, please, for the love of God, turn your TVs off and wait for the game after this or wait for tomorrow because this is just diabolical. Lewis Fansfootball says, I may as well flip the channel to the AFL and I hate AFL. Oh, the old Broncos and Dogs. They never seem to not impress in regards to just being poor lately. Patercat says, look at these 2 clubs and remember Manly are worse than them. Disagree. I think that this game proved... Well, look, Manly have definitely given themselves a good name for being the worst team in the comp right now. Straight up. Oh, that pass. Oh, no, the pass. Oh, Milford away here. Oh, he's run behind 100 players. Sorry? Sorry? Oh, don't tell me the Dogs are away here. Sorry? He's just run behind about 14 players. Little Drago says, for this game, it's the biggest test for the Broncos. If Broncos lose, their season's done already. But their season was never on. Their season was never going to be on. I honestly think that 12-point loss to the Titans gave the Broncos fans confidence, despite the fact that their first try was horrific, as in it wasn't a try, and the fact that realistically that was just because the Titans didn't know how to attack in that game, and they still scored 28 points. It baffles me, the confidence from the Broncos out of that game. Jake Smith says, change the channel to lifestyle and make it a different stream. Fair enough at this point. Fair enough. But then again, they'd still find a way to get an error going, because there's been 7 errors in this game in the first 14 minutes. Little Drago says they didn't look that bad against the Eels. They looked terrific in the second half. At the first half, they looked decent. Yeah, Milford had the best game of his bloody life in that first half. Well, no, he was good in 2015 and a little bit beforehand, but he had the best game of the last 5 years for the Broncos in that first half against the Eels. Latest YouTube account ever says, who you going? Well, I'm tipping the Dogs, but honestly, bro, this is shithouse. I don't know who's going to win. It's literally who wants the loss the bet. Who doesn't want to win the most will win. Whoever doesn't want to win the most will win, because they'll still find a way to mess it up. Right? That's how this game's going. Paddycat says, got to feel the people at Brisbane Raw game got postponed, so they had to watch this game instead. Did the Raw game get postponed, did it? Jeez. Gee whiz. Oh, that's going to be a knock on for the Broncos. Oh, Bulldogs here, chance here. Corey Allen could find a space here. Gets tackled 20 metres out. Jake Smith says, my little brothers under 8s have less errors. Mate, this is your little brothers under 8s right here. Brendan Westling says, could change the channel to the Geelong girls. They're playing at the moment. How they doing, mate? They winning? A lot of people ask me about women's sports and streaming. I can't do it with how many sports I'm going to be streaming this year, but seriously, it's not as bad as people do make out to be. But I can't be streaming it, no. So third tackle here for the Doggies. They're 40 metres out here from the Broncos line. Well, I am watching the women's game right now, to be completely fair to you. So 30 metres out here. Fourth tackle for the Dogs. Can we see anything? Something. Get a stick and start poking them and say, hey, dude, you buddy meant to be doing something here. This is meant to be entertainment. And right now, it's entertaining for the wrong reasons. So 24 minutes to go here, first half. Bulldogs, fit tackle. Interesting little kick here. Oh, my God. He's faked it, and he's going to get slapped. Shit, man. Brennan Blaze YouTube says Broncos should just field their women's team. They are. Broncos have won every women's comp, haven't they? They've only had 2 or 3, but I'm pretty sure the Broncos have won both once, haven't they? Pretty certain. So Farnworth. Oh, that's a high tackle. Yep, penalty. Yep, that's a penalty. That is a penalty to the Bronco. That is the penalty. Brendan Westing says Raw game wasn't even postponed due to the virus. The ground staff at Redcliffe just couldn't get the pitch ready on time. This was 2 days ago. PK League. Lovely. That is peak. That is absolutely PK League, to be completely honest with you. So 17 minutes gone here, and the Broncos get a penalty, and they're going to be inside the attacking half. Geordie Reeves says exciting times for Queensland Rugby League. In regards to what? Little Draco says, this is so random, but I thought you might have streamed the Europe World Cup qualifiers. It's a bit early for me. I get up. Oh, the Broncos are knock on. It's a bit early for me, considering that I got a lot going on right now. But I will do a lot of football qualifiers and stuff like that a little bit later on. Because I'm starting Premier League streams as of next year. Next season. Well, not next year. Next season, sorry. Because City's already won the Premier League this year. Might do Champions League. We'll see how we go. So, second tackle here. 40 metres out here from the Broncos line. The Dogs here with the ball. Does make it loosey-goosey. A bit of loosey-goosey with the ball. A little bit of lollies drop-a-runo. Oh, chance for the Dogs. Chance for the Dogs. Get the ball out to the left-hand side. Should be a try. Get the ball out to the left. No, you selfish man. Nick Cottridge. Selfish man. Medvedev says, if Broncos score a try, we're back, baby. Exactly right. We're back, baby. First half against Parramatta. All the Broncos fans on this stream saying we're back, baby. How you going now, lads? How you going now? So, Dogs here. 10 metres out. Ooh. Fit tackle. Dogs should be up 6-0, but they completely cocked it up before. All right, fit tackle here. The Dogs were first. Oh, that's going to be... Is that played at? 6 again. 6 again here for the Dogs. 15 metres out. 6 again. Brendan Westing says, stream Man City if they reach the Champions League final. I'll probably do it for semis and not just City. I'll probably do the semis of the Champions League. But if City don't... Oh, Bulldogs should score. He should be shy. Marshall King. And that's going to be held up. Oh, they're going to check this. So he's going to call no try, obviously, because otherwise he wouldn't check it. But they're going to check this for a try. But I don't think he does. I think he gets held up here. Let us use account. Ever says, who do you go for, Blaze? This team right here, mate. That team right there. Blaze just says, Man City and Champions League finals don't mix. Yeah, but being Buddy Awesome does. Patacat says, City vs Dortmund will be a good matchup. It is. Yes, 100%. And like I say, this is the kind of game that we normally would lose before we play Bayern. I think we beat Bayern, but I think we probably do lose to Dortmund based on how we do play in the Champions League. When the pressure's... Oh, no, he's not getting that down. That's going to be a held up. Held up. I would be confident here if I'm on the Dogs, though. I'm confident here if I'm on the Dogs. The Broncos have had all the ball, and yet they've dropped it every single time. You know, the Broncos have dominated the possession, basically, and yet they've just looked absolute dog shit. The Dogs should have been up 6-0, but they threw a forward pass and a drop ball on a 2-on-1 situation. And then the Dogs are just being held... Oh, very close. And the Dogs are going to be held up here with it still, you know, like 3 tackles in their hand. I'm confident the Dogs are going to score here. And this game is going to be an absolute shitfest, but I still think I'd be confident with the Dogs tip. Sport Action says City need to win a Champions League to be a Liverpool level side. Absolutely not, and I will refuse to talk about that any further. Jordy Berry says, should have streamed the game earlier, boss. I was going to, but I was editing the vlog from yesterday, the Rabbitohs Roosters game. I was editing that one, so that'll come out tomorrow at 10 a.m. for you guys. I supported the Rabbitohs. Was a good one. It was a good one for me. It wasn't a good one for Entertain House, who was forced to support the old Chooksters. Unfortunately, the Chooksters didn't do too well, but I was able to have a great time last night, yes. So Doggy's here. Chance to the left-hand side. Should score. Gets out of the wing. Cuts. Oh, he couldn't get it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, the ball wasn't a good pass. So 4 tackle here for the Dogs. They're 8 metres short here of the line. Dingo says, hey, hello, mate. How you doing? How about Manly last night? How dare you? I'm sick of tipping you guys. I'm never tipping you again. I said this last week against the Rapids too. I can't believe I tipped you against the Dragons. I'm never tipping you again. I'm never, ever tipping Manly again. I want you guys to buddy... Oh, my God. They've got tackled on 5th. Oh, shut up. That's a tremendous tackle for the Broncos. That is a horrific attack for the Dogs, and I'm embarrassed to be watching this game. Oh, my God. Like, we get it. Jordan Ricky's good, but come on, man. Like, that's not... Like, what is that tackle? He didn't even pass the damn ball. Vanilla Pizza said, anyone streaming the full game on here or on Twitch? Unfortunately not, man, due to broadcasting restrictions. It is illegal. I can't show you the game live. The best I can do is actually just react to the game live and talk to you guys in the chat. The NRL is very, very strict with their games, unlike the NBA and NFL and literally every other sport in the world, including AFL. The NRL is the most strict sport in the world for game footage. Oh, good little kick there. That's going to be a 40-20. Oh, jeez, the bounce was very lucky there for the Dogs. The Broncos, unfortunately, won't be able to get it. Mevedo says Manly is such a manly team. No, they're a womanly team right now. Blaze says bloody hell NRL. Yeah, they're very strict. They're very, very strict. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, you just have to deal with it. So, second tackle here for the Doggies. They're 30 metres out here from their own line. Who has played the better? That's a good question. I'd probably say, well, there's been more seen from the Dogs in regards to maybe scoring. But there's been more ball in the hand of the Broncos. Make your pick, so, you know, throw a dart at it, to be honest with you. Blindfold yourself, throw a dart, because I couldn't tell you who's been the better team. But like I said, 21 minutes gone here, guys. Thumbs up. Right now, how many thumbs up are we on? And also subscribe. We are on 32 likes. Let's get to 40 likes right now. We've got 43 people here. Let's get 8 more likes. Alrighty, so it's Saka here with the ball. And obviously subscribe if you're new around here. Sport Talk says, when was the last time a game went 0-0 at full time? I don't think there has ever been. I think the lowest score ever was a 3-0. When the tries were worth 3 points. I'm pretty certain. Could be wrong. Oh, they're talking about the Sharks, Eels being a cracker. I don't know. I think Eels have a pretty poor record against the Sharks. The Sharks are a pretty good team against the Eels, but I still think the Eels win. But I was close to tipping the Sharks, but with how many, you know, risky tips I've gone with this week, including this game, I kind of want to go a bit more safer with everyone else. Lewis Fans Football says, I'm pretty sure there was a 1-0. You sure? I don't think so. A 1-0 with the leather ball. That would have been interesting. Mevedo says, I feel bad for Kevin. A lot of people are already blaming him for the Bronx on-field play. from stuff that I hear from behind the scenes, I have some decent connections inside the Broncos. I am very happy that people are criticising Kevin Walters after some of the decisions that he's making behind the scenes that aren't exactly in the best interest of the club. I'm not going to talk about it. There's no way I'll talk about it. Doesn't matter how many questions you ask. But just know that I'm happy with people criticising him. So 4th tackle here for the Bulldogs, 45 metres out from their own line. Dad's mate says, in 1933, I was there, trust me. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so is Dylan Napa. Joy Reed says, will you be coming to Melbourne for Origin to watch live? Not sure, mate. Probably not. We'll see how we go. Not too sure. We'll see how we go. 5th tackle of the Dogs, and the ball's going up, 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 down. And there we go. There's the new player for the Titans catching the ball. All right. Not Isako, though. I'd rather, buddy, get a cactus and stand on it than have Isako as my fullback. Fuddy. Yagob says, who you win? Who I win? Who I win? I'll take the Dogs, mate. Taking the Dogs. Little Drago says, Broncos miss James Roberts, David Fifita, Andrew, and Cody Nicarima. James Roberts didn't really do too much for the Broncos. What did James Roberts do for the Broncos? He did a lot for the Titans. He did a decent amount for the Panthers, was he there? He was also originally at the Rabbits. Titans obviously rejuvenated his career, but he didn't really do too much for the Broncos. Nath J says, Kev Walters went from coaching an Origin team of Ferraris to an empty-tanked Volvo, the poor bastard. Fair enough, but I'm just saying, there are things that are behind closed doors that obviously the media won't be able to pick up on. Well, they will be able to pick it up on it maybe eventually, but I'm not going to be the one to bring it out. So, Dogs here with the ball, 5 minutes out. Oh, the ball, that's going to be a 7-tackle set. That's so unlucky for the Broncos. Can you imagine paying for a ticket to this game? Can you imagine paying for a ticket to this game right now? I would literally be standing up and thinking, I don't support either of these teams. I'm getting the shit out of here. And if I was a Bulldogs or a Broncos fan, I'd be like, I'm a fan of one of the worst teams in the comp right now. I'm getting out of here. ADL says, Newtown vs Dogs in 1982 was a 0-0 draw. It was the Dogs. See? That's a buddy sign right there. We're watching the Dogs now. The last time it was 0-0, it was the Dogs. The only time it was 0-0, it was the Dogs. Josh Simpson, hey mate, hello, Champone. You're a Rabbits fan, aren't you? Good win last night, I think. I could be wrong. I think you're a Rabbits fan. Hard for me to keep up, but I do my best. Dogs here. They're going to look to score, but guess what? They're probably not going to score because we know how this game's gone so far. 3rd tackle here. 35 metres out here from the Broncos line. Here we go. The Doggies. Can they get something cracking on here? 4th tackle. 20 metres out. Brendan Wessling says, I know loads of Dogs and Broncos supporters, and even they would be sleeping over this. Fair enough. Oh, chance here, Doggies. Ooh. 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 9 metres out. 9 metres out. 5th tackle here for the Dogs. Out to the right-hand side. Gets it off to Averillo. Doggies here. Oh, it's a knock-on. Should we expected anything differently? Or should we expected anything differently? Zach Marina says, thoughts on Dallin Watani? I think he's fine. I'd probably put him in top end, do the job, middle end, do the job. I think he's a fine player, but I don't think he's, one of the best in the league. But I'd still say he does his job, I guess. Nath J says, ticket value for this game should be the same price as soon. Fair enough. Well, the Dogs were... Did the Dogs come 15th last year? No, who came 15th last year? It was the Dogs. Yeah, this is the battle of the 2 last places last year. I just realised that. Oh, chance here. Farnworth's been good, though. Broncos should score here. Farnworth here. Farnworth here. Brody Croft. He's not fast enough, and it's going to be... Oh, he's still going here. That's 5th tackle. Broncos here. 11 metres out. Nothing wrong with Brody Croft there. Farnworth's been the best Broncos so far. The Bulldogs are still trying to get back on side here. Isako here. Selfish. Isako, brother. No, bro. No, Isako. No. Croft is going to grab the ball here. Still 5th tackle. Kicks it through, and Dogs should get out of the try line here, and he will get out. He's out. He got out. Wow, he got out there. That's ridiculous. How did he get out there? So, 2nd tackle here for the Dogs. I've been shocked that was actually something interesting in this game. That was actually really good. Hapawada, he gets slapped up there 11 metres out. They've only made 11 metres in 3 tackles, but gee whiz, how did the Dogs not give up a drop out there? Dogs here on the left-hand side. He cuts through. Oh, last second tackle there. My goodness me. Otherwise, he was away. The reason why this game is interesting, guys, is because, fun to watch, is because you just don't know what's going to happen next, because it's either going to be a knock-on, a tackled on 5th, or a penalty. That's just how it's going to go. A knock-on, tackled on 5th, or a penalty. That's how this game is going to go. Or a set of 6 restart where nothing will eventuate from it. The Broncos had about 400 set of 6 restarts 10 metres out to start this game, and they knocked it on. So, there you go. Brendan Westling says, how can it be that neither side scored in the last 2 sets? Because the last year, these 2 teams came last and second last, and the Bulldogs limped over the line to not get that wooden spoon and provide us all with the miracle that we saw. Isaac Van Well says, it's a penalty. See, there you go. It's always something. Either knock on, or buddy 6 again, or a penalty. And we got a penalty. Isaac Van Well says, what was your thoughts on Matt Burton on Thursday night? Will he play 5'8" with Flanagan at halfbacks next year at the Dogs? Well, yes, 100%. That's why they bought him. They wanted him this year, but the Panthers need him because if Cleary goes down, they have nobody. So it's very good they kept him. I think he played decently. I think his stats were very good. I didn't necessarily think he had the greatest game watching it myself live, but his stats were very good, yes. Oh my God, I thought they were going to go for the 2 there. They're like 55 metres out. Nothing surprises me in this game. We're 28 minutes gone and we're still 0-0. Nothing surprises me in this game. Gabriel Gannon says, do you reckon this game could be 0-0 half-time? Mate, like I said, don't expect anything in this game because... bro, look at the pass from Farnworth. That was horrific to Milford there. And Milford would have got the blame if he knocked it on. Luckily, he kept it, though. Carl Shellis asked me that question at half-time because I will be doing AFL. But it's a knock-on. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? Knock-on, 6 again, penalty. That's it. That's all this game is. That's all this game is. Oh my God, bro. It's another drop in the lollies, son. The lollies are gone. The lollies are gone. Oh, the Dogs. He lost the ball. The Dogs lose the ball. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, the Dogs have just lost the ball as well. This is literally just a knock-on after knock-on after knock-on game. Dazmate says, help, mate. This game is baffling my brain. I don't comprehend what's going on right now. First tackle here with the Broncos. I don't want to hear a single fan of either of these teams claim a quality victory when they win this game, because it dead set could be a draw 0-0. So Broncos here, they're about 30 metres out. Oh, good offload though. Milford here. Oh, here we go. Zero knock-on coming in for Bentillo. And that's going to be tackled 18 metres short. Medvedev says this game is just dropping lollies. This game is the ultimate lolly dropper. Third tackle, Broncos. Oh my God, he's lost the ball. Oh my God, he dropped the ball. We've honestly seen 40 knock-ons in this game. It's happened again, Pater Cat says. It's happened again. It's happened again, lads. Kevin Walters. Mate, he'll drop the ball at this rate. Oh my God. It's happened again. I can't believe it. Brodie Croft. That pass was horrific. Oh no. Jim Jones, is it wet? Mate, it's as wet as a bloody... What's really... It's as wet as a dryer. It's as wet as a dryer right now. It's a beautiful day in Brisbane. Pater Cat says they can't keep getting away. There has to be an investigation. There has to be an investigation into this game. Is there a sports bet market where you can bet on how many knock-ons there are? Because every single one of these players has gotten on that market 100%. Extreme Bo says this game is why aliens... I'm actually pinning that. I'm actually pinning that comment right there. You've done it. You've done it funny there. You've done it funny. I can't replace pinned. There we go. That's going on the top. That's actually dead set going on the top. There you go. All right. So third tackle here for the Dogs. They're 15 metres out here. JC says the wet as a nunner. I was thinking that one, but I didn't do it. So third tackle here for the Dogs. 45 metres out from the Broncos. Oh no, he's lost the ball, gone backwards. Luckily, but he still lost the ball. Oh, Dogs here. 40 metres out. Locker Boo says, hello, BK. I don't know what ball handling is anymore, mate. I wouldn't either. I don't know after this game, to be honest with you. This is just outrageous. It's actually infuriating. I don't... Why is he kicking on fourth? It's going to be... Why is he kicking on fourth? This is fascinating. I can't remember who I just heard say this is fascinating in the commentary, but this is a fascinating game for all the wrong reasons. I don't care who these teams play. Both these teams would lose by 50 against anybody else. I don't care if they're playing the Tigers. The Tigers would win this game. The Tigers would still win this game. Mel Kennedy says, my grandma can do that than these wankers. I'm actually really enjoying this game for it being so bad. This is a joke. This is a joke. So second tackle over the Broncos, 30 metres out from their own line. Julian Grasso says, Broncos not going good. Mate, it's not just the Broncos, it's the Dogs too. So fourth tackle here with the Broncos, 45 metres out from their own line. Patacat says the Tigers' defence would have a field day with this incompetence. Yeah, but the Tigers they're still. Don't you start hyping up Tigers people over there. I may have given you a slight compliment, but it's not much considering that I'm just kind of having a crack at these two teams. But chance here, Milford puts it up. Oh, it's not a knock on though. We might see a knock on here though. No. Oh my God, it's going to bounce here perfectly for the Broncos. Oh, what's going on? Oh my God. Oh no, it's a penalty. Oh. I'm gonna cry. It's a Broncos penalty. I don't even know what's going on here. I dead set don't know what's going on here. I don't even know what's going on here. Dogs haven't caught a ball in the back line yet. 100% no. He's tackled without the ball. It's 100% a penalty. Blaze YouTube says archaeologists going to be looking back at this match and just wonder how much we have held. Oh, they're taking the two. They're taking the two from out on the wing, 20 metres out. Like literally out far on the wing from 20 metres out. You don't ever see this. The fact of the matter is they realise that this game is so shit that they're taking a risk from probably 5-10 metres out from the sideline from 20 out. This is outrageous. Samuel Allen says, are you streaming tonight's match? Yes, I will be doing the Eels vs Sharks game right after this. This is a difficult kick. They're deciding to take the two here from 23 metres out rather than go for the try from the sideline. How have you ever seen this shit? Dead set. I tell you what. My goodness. Jermaine Osaka here to take the kick to lead the game 2-0 after 34 minutes in the game. Julian Grasso says Edo Carr is going to be beast when it comes to dogs. Get around the Paponu. Oh, Adokar. Sorry, I thought we were talking about Papua New Guinea play for a second there. Mate, the dogs look absolutely horrific and a winger's not changing that right now. But Asako here will get it. So it is 2-0. It is 2-0. My gosh. Dazmate says, do they know we can't defend? That's exactly right, but the Broncos can't attack either. The Broncos, this is horrific. So 2-0 here. The Dogs should be up 12-0, but they've decided to mess it up themselves twice. And the Broncos should be up 2-0, and they've got it. There you go. Blazy says no longer scoreless. You know, we were all hoping for a 0-0 draw. Hopefully this can rejuvenate both teams' attacks, Hopefully we can see less than 10 knock-ons in the next 6 minutes. So 6 minutes to go here, guys, the first half. Broncos here. Oh, nearly goes back to the buddy over the dead ball line there. Johnny Reeves says 2 points is huge when playing against quality teams like the Dogs, mate. You've never seen a bigger play than what we just seen by the Broncos. They're now coming off their 5 metre line. Well, not line, but they're coming out of 5 metres. Jeez. Look at this YouTube account. Ever says my grandma will beat these two teams, mate. That's a knock-on from Pangai. Oh, that was a knock-on from Pangai. They didn't call it, though. Milford here. Oh my God, there's a step. There's another step. Oh my God, Milford is basically Benji Marshall. Isaac Ritchie says that was a crazy last few minutes in that Warriors vs Raiders game. Oh my God, it's a penalty. Oh, it's a penalty. The Broncos, another penalty. No shit. Yes, it was a crazy last few minutes, Isaac Ritchie. But that is a penalty. Oh. Was it? Is that a penalty? I don't think he genuinely slammed him, but hold on. They're just waiting here for the... Oh, no, that's pretty bad. No. I've watched it again. That's pretty bad. Caleb Thompson says, hi, pal. How you doing? My team leads Rhinos are finally back today. Good on you, man. Looking forward to seeing it. Obviously, I don't watch the Super League live, but I do watch the highlights. So, good to see the Super League is back and raring to go. Who do you reckon wins this year? Lewis Fans Football says 17 of my sisters could beat these teams. Mate, they're playing right now for the Broncos, Bulldogs, Bulldogs. That's what I was about to say. So 4 minutes and 47 seconds to go here, the first half, and the Broncos are going to have the penalty from 25 metres out, and they've kicked it about 20 metres, which is about 15 metres better than what the last penalty for the Dogs did. Dasmate says, get up, mate. Milford's never getting up because he wants to make sure that they can check it so that the Bulldogs can get the penalty because he's playing for the Bulldogs today, just like every game. So first tackle here with the Broncos inside the attack and half. Can they score the only try this first half? Probably not. They will knock the ball on. Second tackle here with the Broncos. 35 metres out here from the line. Jim Jones says, who's going to win Coach of the Year? Kevin, Des, or Barrett? Okay, so who's the worst coach is what I'll change that around to. The worst coach of those three, I'll probably go with Barrett based on the fact that people backed in the Dogs so heavily without realising that Barrett is an actual shit coach. So 4th tackle here with the Broncos, 15 metres out. Brodie Croft gets out of the left-hand side. Milford kicks it on 4th and it goes straight to the Dogs. Goes straight to the Doggies. On you, Milford. What a kick. Locke Boo says Brisbane are now leading Pens 4-1 and set restarts like 6-1. Oh, no, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Blaze YouTube says, I reckon that they should drop Milford as some sort of punishment. Well, there have been... I think Kevin came out and said that if Croft and Milford don't perform in this game, that they're both done. So, okay, Didden comes in. Who's the other person that comes in for the Broncos? Because Katoni's not back yet. I guess they'd probably move him into the 5/8 role. I don't know. All right, so Bulldogs here, 4th tackle, right-hand side, and they're about 45 metres out. Bulldogs have been finding space, but they're just being the Bulldogs. They're finding space, but they're still being the Bulldogs. Flanagan here on 5th. Oh, that's going to be not played at, but it's going to bounce perfectly here. Oh, that's actually good. That's a knock-on for the Broncos. I don't know how that could be a knock-on there, though. I'm confused there. Are you sure Milford knocks that on? He's facing backwards. I thought that wasn't a knock on there. I think the Broncos might be unfairly disadvantaged here. So, kicks that through, goes over there, deflected from Milford. It was... Oh, so Milford puts his hand up, does he? Oh, okay, no, that is a knock on there. Yeah, that's a knock on. So, at the first one, I don't think it was, but he does retry to grab it, and it just, no. Jake Smith says, worst video with a MILF in it. That's a great one, too. Jeez. My gosh, you've literally just taken over the bloody pinned comment. Oh, I can't do it now. We'll wait for the Dogs. That's a good one, but... Alright, so Dogs here. What are they, 20 metres out or so? My goodness. This is a game, son. This is a game. Leave it clear until the ball's in. Well, can we get the ball in then, please? Alright, 15 metres out here from the Broncos line. The Dogs can take the lead. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, no, it's going to be 2-2, lads. It's going to be a draw at half time. Oh, please go for the try. Don't take the 2. Yeah, put the pressure on Carl Flanagan, say. No, I agree. Yes, they're not taking the 2. Yeah, they take that, Broncos. Oh, the Dogs deserve a try after that. The Dogs deserve a try for not going for the 2 there. The Dogs deserve a try for not going for the 2 there. So first tackle here with the Dogs out to the right-hand side here. Corey Allen. Allen underneath here. And that's going to be 5 metres out here for the Dogs. 5 metres out. Second tackle. Oh, don't you dare knock that on, Hobawade. Underneath here. Marshall King gets it off. And, oh, he's not going to do nothing. 10 metres out. 10 metres out. Bulldogs, left-hand side. Flanagan. What are you doing, Flanagan? Pass the ball, mate. No. The dummy did nothing, mate. Fourth tackle here. 3 metres out. Oh, my God, should be try. Why is anyone falling up there? 5th tackle here with the Dogs. This is the worst tackle I've ever seen in my life. Trent Barrett, you're horrific. All right. Carl Flanagan here from the 20 metres out. Puts the ball up. Decent little kick. Oh, he's blocked him off there. The Broncos, don't know about that. Farnworth clearly makes a block there. That is a penalty. That is 100% a penalty against Farnworth there. He literally deliberately blocks him off and he comes out of his way to block him. Farnworth's been the best player in this game, though. Farnworth has been the best player out of both these teams in this game. AJ says you can't take the 2 off a scrum penalty anyway. Okay, well, there you go. So, third tackle here, 30 metres out. And the Broncos here are going to take the lead 2-0 into half-time. I just don't get this game. Like, how can you be this shit? Well, he's gone behind his play there. Okay. Oh, cool. They can make 10 metres extra from it. Yeah, no. Don't offload that ball, Pangai. Just go down with it. Half-time. Thank you. All right, so half-time. 2-0. Broncos. Worst half of footy I think I've ever seen in my life. Dead set too. Like, I genuinely believe that could have been the worst half of footy I've ever watched in my entire life. I guess you could argue whoever was leading deserves it, but like, I honestly feel like this, we've got 60 people here. I reckon we could genuinely handpick, 13 people, 17 people to go out there and challenge one of these teams from this live chat right now, and we'd win. I think we'd win. So 2-0 to the Broncos. There you have it, lads. There you have it. So Let me know your thoughts at halftime. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Let's try and get to 55 likes by the end of halftime. We're on 45 likes right now. Let's get 10 more likes by the end of halftime. Let me know your thoughts. Samuel Allen says Dragons will get the spoon. No way, based on what I've seen so far. I still think they're a bottom 4 team, or maybe even around 11th, but still, no. Gabriel Games says prediction Broncos 6-4 Bulldogs. I just think the Bulldogs have to score at some point. Dasmate says what a shit game. It is a shit game. Jake Smith says Broncos playing up because they didn't get their race day. Race day? Gabriel Gates, that's right, 6-4. Lewis Fans Football says, can I play hooker? May as well, mate. You can have it. Blaze YouTube says, nah, Broncos ain't going to show up halftime. Then again, fair enough, to be honest with you. In the second half against the Eels, they obviously capitulated, the old Broncos. They capitulated. And the second half, well, I guess they won the second half against the Titans, but that was basically because the Titans didn't really do anything in the second half. And their attack needs a lot of work. So, yeah, look, it's an odd one. Don't really know how to predict this one, to be honest with you. Don't really know how to predict this one. I'll go with my early Dogs one, but I haven't got a clue about how this one's going to finish, to be honest with you. RC Calabria says, yo, bro, LMA, how you doing? But overall, shit game. So right after this game, guys, we will be streaming the Sharks and Eels game. It should be interesting, more interesting than people believe. I think the Sharks will make it close. And then tomorrow, guys, we will stream the Titans, Cowboys, and I think Knights. Who's the Knights playing? Knights somebody. Knights and Tigers? Knights Tigers is tomorrow. Yes, we'll do that game too. Tigers will probably get flogged, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully this game gets better in the second half, but I completely doubt it. Jordy Reed says, I love shit games though, better than watching a dominant game like Storm versus anyone. Well, Storm haven't really been dominant this year, man. The Storm haven't really been dominant whatsoever this year. They're not looking the greatest, honestly. I don't want to tip them at the moment. Not looking good in the second halves. Didn't look good in the second half against the Panthers in the grand final. Didn't look good against the second half against the Rabbitohs in the first round. Didn't look good in the second half against the Eels in the second round. And definitely didn't look good against the Panthers in the third round in the second half. So until they start proving themselves again, I don't really want to tip them. Jake Smith says prediction for first try scorer of what? There's already been of this game. Jeez, I forgot there hasn't been a try in the first half. I will go with. You know what? I'll go. Shit, I actually know who I want to go with here. Kotrich has been absolute shit. I'll go Kotrich just for about bloody shits and gigs. But honestly, I don't know if anyone scores in this game. To be honest with you, Nath J says. Hooker. Oh my god, gee whiz. Now we're getting into this, are we? Now we're getting into this. Desmond says, I don't think Kevy even knows who's going to be in his team next week. Fair enough. Fair enough, to be honest with you. Lewis Fans Football says, this will be the lowest scoring NRL game ever at 1998 present. What is the lowest scoring game ever? Like, what is the lowest scoring game ever? Obviously, we spoke before about 1988 or whatever, which was a 0-0, but what is the lowest scoring game ever in the NRL era? Because I think it's 8-0, isn't it? 8-0 to the Broncos over the Sharks, maybe? I think it's 8-0 Broncos over the Sharks. A 4-2, Lewis. Who was the 4-2 with? Fatima says, do you blame the Dogs and Brisbane is because they are both bullshit? I'm not too sure what that means. Jordan Reeves says, who is your tip to win the cup this year then? South or Storm? No, not Storm at all. I don't rate the Storm. What do you mean? I just slapped the Storm up and now you're saying bloody Storm? No. I think Panthers win it. I said this before the season started. I did my season preview. I still got the Pennies. The Pennies just, embarrassed the Storm with no Cleary, no Coruscant, and no Dylan Edwards in the second half, and embarrassed them. Not embarrassed them on the score line, but they embarrassed them in the sense of winning, because they shouldn't be winning that game. Siloni Vaka says, still can't believe the Warriors clutched it. They did. Very dodgy, though, because they scored a 3-metre forward pass try to start the comeback, but they still won it, so fair enough. But, yes, it was very dodgy. Dasmate says, wasn't Cowboys Titans game like 6-4 a couple of years ago? Was it? I don't think so. 6-4? Nah, surely not. Lewis Fensible says, Storm and Warriors at Ericsson 2007. Jeez. 2007, Storm and Warriors. Fair enough. Those two teams had a decent old rivalry back then, actually. The Storm and Warriors used to have a really Warriors used to be the Storm's bogey team, if you guys don't know. If you're young and don't really kind of know recent-ish history, I'd say probably the Warriors were the Storm's bogey team up until maybe 2014 or so. And 2015 maybe. Warriors always have a pretty decent game against the old Storm. I think recent years it's obviously kind of blown back the other way, but Warriors used to be the bogey team for the Storm. Because not many teams, if any team, is the bogey team for the Storm. Maybe I'd say Sharks. Sharks now, maybe. I'd say Sharks are probably the bogey team now. Nate Jace says, bloody great game, Canberra versus Wazzers. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. Fatan says, do you believe that Dragons can beat Manly now? Yeah, well, they did, but I don't think the Dragons are making finals whatsoever. I think they're still absolutely shithouse because they've played nobody yet. Like, who have they played? They've played the Sharks. They've played Manly. And who was the other team they played? They've played nobody. Who have they played? I'm going to have a look. Who have the Dragons played? Besides Manly and the Sharks? Like, they won. Oh, the Cowboys. Like, 3 teams in my season previews, right? Dragons are better than last, which I put in, 100%. But Manly, I've got them in the bottom 8. Sharks, I had them in the bottom 8. And the Cowboys, I absolutely had them in the bottom 8. So, like, it's, like, relax. You know what I mean? Like, relax. The Dragons have done well, but none of this Dragons finals bullshit. Like, ADL says, Lewis Fans Football says agreed because he is a Dragons fan. ADL says, Ricky turned up to the press conference, said something and left, didn't say anything bad and didn't answer any questions, so won't be in trouble. Fair enough. That's what, who did it a couple of years ago in the NFL? One of the players did it, I can't remember, but one of the players did it. 51 likes, guys. Let's try and get 9 more likes before the end of halftime. Let's try and get up to that 60 mark. Let's go. Brendan Westling says the Dogs should have taken the 2 at the end. Apparently, AJ said off a scrum, nowadays, off a scrum, you can't take the 2. A scrum penalty, you can't take the 2. I don't even know that, to be honest with you. Nate J says, my Dragons are a smoky for the 8, but it's only early days. Absolutely goddamn not! They've played nobody! It's like the Roosters. They played the Tigers and they played Manly, and everyone's like, oh, the Roosters are going to win the comp. It's like, shit, man. You know, they played nobody. Tigers and Manly. Manly look like the wooden spoons right now, and Tigers could honestly challenge that wooden spoon. And people are talking up the Roosters like, oh, they're going to win the comp. It's like, relax. Firstly, it's been 2-3 games, right? 2 or 3 games. And secondly, Dragons haven't played anybody. Absolutely anybody. All 3 teams are shithouse. So, look, they can, if they prove me wrong, great. Come back here, slap me up. I'm happy. You know, slap me up. Go on the chat. The Dragons from the 8 and say, you were wrong. I'll be like, cool, I was wrong, fair enough. But right now, I won't hear any of it. The Dragons have played nobody. Jordy Reed says, who do the Dragons play next week, actually? Let's see who the Dragons play next. Let's see. I'll stream it just so that I can be here, just to make... Oh, Knights. They should lose that one, to be fair. What is it? Sunday. I might go... No, I'm not going to go Roosters Warriors now. No, I'll stream Knights and Dragons and Roosters Warriors because I will be up on the Gold Coast on Saturday. We'll come back on Sunday morning. But, yeah, I'm not going to go Roosters Warriors when Roosters have 0 players in their team right now. John Madden says, any live stream websites? I'd try VIPN or VPN, box.tv, VIP.box.tv or something like that because obviously I can't stream it live for you, unfortunately. It is half time right now. Samuel Allen says, did you watch the Dragons Manly game? I didn't. No, I didn't watch it because I was obviously going to the Roosters Rabbitohs game. Like I said, guys, that vlog will come out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Roosters Rabbitohs vlog will come out tomorrow at 10 a.m. I was supporting the Rabbitohs. Hayden was supporting the Roosters. It's a good one. Fatten says, last week you said Manly going to smash us, so I'm just saying don't underestimate us. Just saying, I'm absolutely going to underestimate you. I'm absolutely going to estimate you. You've played 3 shithouse teams. I thought Manly, who are still shithouse, were going to beat you. But Manly have completely and utterly disappointed everyone this year in regards to how diabolically shithouse they are with no Tommy Trbojevic. So, look, I'm just passionately responding to you. Like, I have no hate. This is just us talking footy. But, like, I get you're a Dragons fan, but there's no way that you can confidently tell me the Dragons are making the 8 after playing Manly, the Sharks, and who they lost to, FYI, the Sharks, and the Cowboys, who are looking horrific. Michael Morgan's not even going to play this week, apparently. You know, Kyle Felt's not playing. Like, shit, like, Tamalolo wasn't even playing. Like, gee whiz, man. Like, gee whiz. Dragons fans, calm it down. Lachlan Van Hat's Summer Church when your vlog comes out. Well, you'll need it. Fatten says, do you... something. I've no idea. Fatima says, read my last comment. You have to just comment it again because I can't. I've got a heap of comments that I try and go through. Carlos Shell says, AFL vlog soon, or are you just focusing on rugby league right now? The first couple of weeks I've been focusing on the rugby league, but no, AFL will be coming back. I will try and get a Melbourne trip in sometime soon. It is very difficult, obviously being in Sydney, because I can get to rugby league games and it's just very easy for me to do rugby league because everyone here talks about it. I'm not in Victoria or South Australia or Western Australia and stuff like that. So it's not as hype here compared to, say, if I'm in Fiji, where there's no real hype from anything coming on, if you know what I'm saying. But no, I definitely will be doing AFL. Don't you worry. Probably we'll start off with next week. I'll definitely be doing Geelong games for starters. Faden says, do you think Titans are better than the Dragons? Absolutely. That's not even a question. Blaze YouTube says Panthers won't win 2021, even when the Titans were shithouse we beat last year. Panthers won't win 2021. Disagree. I think they will. Fatima says they both start with a B. I wonder why. Yeah, there you go. Destin Goo says, wait, so who are you tipping for this game? For this game, I went the Dogs, bro, but I wasn't confident at all, man. Like, in this game, they're both shithouse. Like, honestly, anyone can win it. I think it was 50-50 with who people were tipping as well. The Broncos, if they lose this, they go 14 games in a row losses, and that is the most for any Queensland team ever, more than the Titans of 13, even though the Broncos and Titans are now the 13 losses in a row. Equal partnership there from that 2019-20 area. But yeah, the Broncos lose this game, then they go 14 losses in a row, which is the most in Queensland's history. But I still back in the Dogs. But I don't know. They're both shithouse, man. No Man's Land says, what do you think about the Warriors' current what? I'll go current situation. I still think they missed the 8, but they won today. But I still think they missed the 8. Considering they won off a blatant 3-4 pass, but they still deserve the win. Lachlan Van House says, I remember in 2018 you went to the Broncos vs Tigers game, you said bullshit. It was bullshit. That was the Sarko penalty goal to win the game against the Tigers in the extra time. I remember that. I remember most of my vlogs. I remember them. Sport Reaction says, do you think the Titans have a chance against the Raiders? Yes, absolutely, after the first 3 games. Absolutely. They weren't great against the Tigers. They ended up winning that one because, look, they were the better team, but the Tigers completely fell away defensively in that second half. Raiders didn't look impressive at all. The second game, the Raiders played the Sharks, and they looked terrific. They didn't look terrific. They didn't look great at all. And then they won, but they really didn't. The Sharks should have won that game. And then the game before, they lost, yes, because all their players were either injured and obviously got tired. And then, yes, there was a bad, horrific call where it was a clear forward pass, 3-minute forward pass. But the point of the matter is that, no, I think the Titans definitely have a chance. And we usually have a good record against the Raiders. Do I think we'll win? I don't know yet. Ask me next week. But I think I personally will be tipping them, yeah. And I don't always tip them. I'm going to bring out NRL tips this week for you guys, actually. I'll do it on Tuesday. I'll do it on Tuesday or Wednesday. No, we'll go Wednesday. I'll put out NRL tips on Wednesday. So Action says Warriors won because the Raiders only had 14 players. Yes, but fair enough. They got injured. That's a part of the game. You can't hound on them for that. Let's get 8 more likes, guys. It is still half-time, 2-0 to the Broncos in one of the worst games you'll ever see in your life, but it's very funny. So it's not that bad because it's very funny. But let's get 8 more likes to hit 60 before the end of half-time. Sally Wood says, may the worst team win. Exactly right. This game is horrific, son. I'm actually angry. I'm angry at how bad these two teams are. I'm angry. Khalid says, mate, Titans are shithouse champ. They haven't achieved anything. Cool. Can't remember when that was asked. Can someone see? Hold on 1 second. Wait, can't see. No one asked about previous history. Just talking about this year. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, man. Alrighty, so you're going to need a little bit better than that, man, to get at me, brother. Lachlan Ben House says, can you see me in round 10? Magic round. I'll probably be there. I'll stream a lot of those games, but I'll probably be at Magic round. We'll see how we go. Brendan Westling says, the only reason I confidently tip Brizzy is because unlike the Dogs, they can actually attack. Yes, but they brought in Trent Barrett to bring in attack. Trent Barrett is an attacking coach. He was an attacking coach at Penrith. When he was at Manly, they could score points. They couldn't defend any points. He's an attacking coach. How do the Dogs not know how to score? This is the thing. This is why I didn't like Trent Barrett at the Dogs. The Dogs have had a culture of defensive mind. They've had a defensive-minded culture for literally ever, right? You bring an attacking-minded coach in, and then you completely change the culture. You don't really have that great of players, and then for some reason they're all getting hyped up. You bring Adokar in, cool, what's he really going to do here? What is Adokar really going to do with this setup? Then you go and have a look at who else. Burton's coming in, but I'm sorry, but what's really getting you too hyped up about this Dogs team going forward? Their coach is not that great. He was diabolical at Manly, and when he went to the Panthers, he was the attacking coach. He didn't have to focus on any of the defense. So what's the go here? Why is Trent Barrett being likened to a great coach? He has done nothing. Speaking of buddy, old mate saying Titans have done nothing, but he's done nothing. Lachlan Van House says, can your friend go in your Titans log? Huh? Tash Harrison says, Kyle Flanagan, I would take Kyle Flanagan over Brodie Croft. Not that Kyle's been good, but I'd take Kyle Flanagan over Brodie Croft, yes. Jordy Reeves says, can't get over the 3-metre 4 pass. It was more like half a metre. No, it was not like a half a metre. Saga says, what do you think about the Dragons? I think they've been better this year than people thought, but I don't think they're that great, but I think they've been better than people thought. I tipped them last week against the Cowboys, but I did tip Manly this week, unfortunately. Better this what it is. You win some, you lose some. Pete Ferrer says, hey, I just got home. Did you actually go to the game, did you? Surely not. Surely. Or are you saying you didn't go to the game, you just got home? Well, brother, strap yourself in. Put a seatbelt on because you're in for the wildest 40 minutes of your life, my friend. The second half is about to start. And, mate, I'm telling you, at least have a couple of vodka shots because you are going to need it. This has been the worst game in the history of ever. Saka says, what did you think about the Dragons? I think I've already answered that question, sorry. Saka says, everybody's backing down the Dragons. It was 50-50. Destin Q says, Milford is taking runs, though, which is good to see. It is, but he also has been pretty bad in this game. But yes, he's at least made a few runs. He's made a lot of mistakes, though. But at least he's made some runs. Pete versus, how's the game been? That's my answer. That's my answer. Lewis Spencer says, is there going to be a big tipping comp? There is one, mate. It was $25 entry, winner takes all. And I'm not doing well. Put it that way. I'm not doing well. But we do have a group chat on Instagram. Pete Vera says, okay, that answers my question. Exactly right. Jordy Reed says, Titans, Dragons, and Warriors are just good enough to lose to the good teams. None of them make the 8. Well, that's just a ridiculous comment. Nate J says, this game's been mouth-watering. Mouth-wateringly shit. Fair enough. Duffy says, Isaac went this game, I believe. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Alrighty, so Broncos start the ball off here. Oh, my God, I thought he was going to knock that ball off from the start. But here we go, guys. 40 minutes to go. Subscribe if you're new around here. Smack that thumbs up button. Let's get going. Hopefully we can get some hype going here. Because this has been shit so far. Duffy says, I love you for that comment. Oh, what's he done? What has he said? Dasmay says, Doggies 50-2, no cap. Oh, mate. Doggies would be lucky to score 0.5 of a point. They'd be lucky to score 0.5 of a point. They'd be lucky to get into the attacking 50, let alone score 50. To get into the attacking 50. Gee whiz. So 4th tackle here. Sport Action says, did you see Ricky Stewart post-match interview? I didn't, but I got told about it, and I kind of saw it just then while I was talking to you guys. I kind of saw that he went in, didn't say anything, and walked out because he couldn't get fined. Saga says, we do a giveaway. Every time we hit an extra 1,000 subscribers, guys, I'm going to be giving away a jersey of a different sport. So, yes. Once we hit 9,000, I'll give away a jersey. Once we hit 10,000, I'll give away a jersey. Whether it's AFL, NRL, baseball, Premier League, A-League, we'll figure something out. It'll be one jersey per 1,000. So 39 minutes to go here. I haven't mentioned this yet, really. I mentioned the other night briefly. But yes, we will be doing that one. So second tackle here for the Bulldogs. 40 minutes out from their own line. Pete Rose says Dasmay, and he's given him the buddy weird. I don't know what that emoji that is. Dasmay says we need to put Napper on. He will score points. Napper's been horrific this season. He's not done anything. And that's crazy, mate, because Napper's usually the godson. Lachlan Booth says, come on, Dogs, let's hold on to the ball, boys. That'd be a nice start. You know what? I think Lachlan should be the coach of the Bulldogs after that comment because they need to listen to that. Oh, Dogs here. Here we go. See, now Lachlan's been talking. The Dogs are coming. Fifth tackle here with the Dogs. 25 metres out. Out to the right-hand side. Flanagan puts the ball up. Here we go. That's curling away. Oh, it's a decent kick, actually. Oh, good take by David Mead. Oh, won't you give the ball to David Mead. Mick Lesh says, hi, bro. Hello, champion. How you doing? Lewis Fence says Bulldogs are $2.50 to win. Crazy. I don't know. I know it's 2-0, but gee whiz. Crazy. So third tackle with the Broncos. They're 30 metres out here from their own line. They need to get something going on. This is just shocking. Third tackle. Broncos. Milford out to the left-hand side. Farnworth. Very good in this game. Farnworth has man of the match for me so far. I think he's been the only player with the Broncos that has been anything of note. And no one from the Dogs has been anything of note. So Farnworth has been the guy for me in this game so far. Making at least some runs. Brodie Croft underneath with a horrific ball. And guess what? That's a tackle there. No, Jordan Ricky. That's the tackle, mate. So fifth tackle here with the Broncos. And they boot the ball down. Anything going to happen there? No. Pick the ball up though, mate. Corey Allen. See, this is the thing as well. Why is everyone hyping Corey Allen before the season started? Like, he's not that great. Tamasi Tokalangi says, Bula brother, Bula, Valava, Setigo. How you doing? So, second tackle here. 32 metres out. Ooh, is that Hapawada who's down injured right now? I think that's Hapawada down injured right now. Lewis Fansfoot says, the Broncos... Okay, I'm not reading that comment out. No, well, I'm not reading that comment out. So, halfway point here for the Doggies. Halfway point, right-hand side. Gets it off to Josh Jackson. Here we go. Dogs here. Big run. Look at them go. At least the Dogs are attacking in this half. Like, yes, they should have had a try from the first half without them being stupid, but... Oh, he's off. Well, Hapawada is still on the field here. Why haven't they... I'm sorry, but the play should have been stopped. Like, Hopewade is clearly injured right now. How is the referee not called time? The ball was just kicked into the area of Hopewade. Can you imagine if that ball goes up and is landing where Hopewade is? I don't know if it's a concussion or it's an injury, but that's not a good look for the game. The referee should have called time at some point. Farnworth with another good run here, 30 metres out, and he's still making space here. Croft out to the left-hand side, and Ricky's going to get tackled down about 35 metres out from their own line. Third tackle. Broncos here, out to the right-hand side. No, cuts back in. Oh, close to a knock-on. Oh, close to a knock-on. Gee whiz. Bubby says, thoughts on Chambers? Oh, you shut up. You shut up. I tell you what, how dare you? Well, that's Shepherd for gone behind a play, but no, okay. And that's a forward pass. That's a forward pass, and that is a forward pass. That's a forward pass there with the Brisbane Broncos, and the Bulldogs will get the ball. Brendan Westling says, forward pass. It's just ridiculous at this point, lads. It's getting ridiculous. By the way, don't forget, we will be streaming the Eels vs Sharks game right after this, lads. We will be streaming the Sharks game versus the Eels right after this. I'm looking forward to it. I do think it'll be a closer game than people imagine. At least this is a close game. It's a shithouse game, but at least it's a close game. So here we go. So forward pass against the Broncos, and the Dogs are going to come on the attack again. But their attack has been horrific. So maybe, might be able to see something different here. Anything, doggies? No? Yes? Maybe? So? I don't know. Just please. Throw the ball, hold on to the ball. That's the first thing I'd say. I'm a good coach. I'm a good coach. Hold on to the ball. Run it straight. All right, so 35. Yeah, I got a message from my mate Tony just then. He goes, how was that pass forward, but the one in the Warriors game wasn't? Exactly right. Exactly right. All right, so Bulldogs here, 40 metres out. Blaze just says, highlight reel looking real short. It's not looking the greatest. So Bulldogs here. Here they go, 30 metres. This is a painful game. Oh, he's offloaded the ball. Oh, no, it's going to be brought back here. See, this is what I question. It's like the other day, that got given a penalty to the opposition team for the whistle being blown already. Oh, Dogs here, offloaded. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. Was that Josh Jackson with the ball? My goodness me. He's been decent-ish in this game. Oh, 6 again here. Set restart for the Dogs. It's their best chance of the game. 15 metres out. Set restart here for the Dogs. Surely they score here. Surely they score here. 10 metres out. The Dogs have the ball. Here they come. All right, first tackle. Dasmate says, surely we score. Surely we never use the word surely with the Dogs. Surely. Surely we never use that word with the Doggies. Oh, good offload there. Josh Jackson. Jackson here. Oh, Jackson! Can't get there. Good defense from the Broncos there. You haven't said that much so far, but it's very good defense from the Broncos. All right, right-hand side here for the Dogs. 10 metres out. Passes out again. Flanagan. Oh, nope. Terrible. Don't offload that ball. 12 metres short here for the Doggies. Third tackle. This is looking bland. Get something going. You're meant to be this nice little attacking team, but what is this shit right now? Fourth tackle here. 5 metres out. It's just bullshit. Throw something different. Oh, and then he throws the ball straight back into the line here, and the Dogs are just going to lose another tackle, and they're going to make literally -1 metre there. -1. Fifth tackle of the Dogs, and the pass is just bad. Oh my god! Oh my god, bro. This is horrific. I can't even watch this. How pain to go to this game would honestly baffle me. I'd be literally going to the ticket booth and saying, I want my money back immediately. Dasmate says, what happened to Trent being a good attacking coach? This is what I'm saying, lads. This is what I'm saying. Trent is meant to be a good attacking coach of the Dogs, and they're worse in regards to their attack than their defense. Saki says, Dragons haven't been fourth in the that's a forward pass knock on. I don't know, but Pete Vredo, mate, what you've seen in the last 20 seconds of this game is the summary of this game. It's the summary of this entire 50 minutes. It is. I'm actually losing it. I'm losing it. I don't support either of these teams. I'm losing it. AJ says, this game is going to drive me to drink. Fair enough. That's a forward pass anyway. And then Brodie Croft with the ball. Gets that ball backwards. And then Jordan Ricky knocks the ball on. Brendan Westling says, this game could be played at a comedy show. It would be the funniest thing on night. It would be the funniest thing on the night. So Dogs here. Again, with the attack. 42 metres out. If I see a knock on in this set, I'm going to cry. I will cry on stream. Yeah, Sarkis' Dragons haven't been on the ladder, fourth on the ladder since 2019. Yeah, well, it is round 3. So second tackle here, 25 metres out. Can we see a 40-metre field? That would sum this game up brilliantly. That would actually sum this game up to a T. If they kicked a 2-point field goal to tie this game at 2-2, I'm done. I am actually done. I'm actually done if I see a 2-1 field goal in this game. Doggies here, 5 minutes out. Ooh, here they come. Here we go. Can they squeeze through? 8 meters out. The Dogs. The Dogs. No. No, the Doggies. Oh, yeah. Wrong pass, to be honest with you. Kotrich. I did say Kotrich first try scorer. How about that? Fit tackle here. Here we go again. Doggies here. 12 meters out. He boots it through. Oh, that's Jermaine Asako with a great take. That's a great take by Jermaine Asako. Blazy says Dogs and scoring are like oil and water. Yeah, it's like, it's about as useful as an ashtray and a motorbike, mate. Dazmate says if I had a shot every time there was a knock on, I would die. Mate, you would have been dead in the first 10 minutes. Like, you would literally have alcohol poisoning in the first 10 minutes. I reckon you could probably sue them for that too. Fair enough. Fatima says they are touching the wrong ball. Pretty much. You're not wrong. They are touching the wrong ball here, the Dogs. It's the one on their heads at this point. Lewis Fensford says we haven't gone 2-1 in the first 3 rounds since 2017. How did the Dragons go in 2017? Oh, Milford here. That's a good little run here. Get out of town. Milford made a little decent run. No way. It's outrageous. Oh my God. What's with Cummins' voice today? Cummins' voice is really bad. Like you said, oh! You could hear it. Brendan Westing says, someone give this ref a lozenge, please. Yeah, exactly right. That's what I'm saying. Look, it sounds shocking. It sounds shocking. So 50 minutes in, guys. 30 minutes to go with the game. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. 4 likes away from 60. And subscribe if you're new around here. But we're still waiting for the first try in this game. We are still waiting for the first try in this game. 50 minutes in. My goodness me. 30 minutes to go. And we're still waiting for the first try in this. And it's not because of the defense, guys. Don't you say it in the chat. It's not because of the defense. And the Dogs are now 40 metres out. Oh, good little run, though, actually. Dean Papostolou says, if you were an NRL player and you scored a try, what would your post-try celebration? Hold on 1 second here. Doggies, get it back on the inside. No, okay, don't get back on the inside then. All good. It's just bloody kick it straight to Asako. That's all cool. That's fine. I'd probably shush. I'd probably look at the away fans and shush. I'm a bit of an instigator sometimes, so that'd be good. Like the Adebayor. I don't know if you know Adebayor, Tottenham versus Man City versus Arsenal. Adebayor went to Tottenham at one stage, didn't he? But no, Man City versus Arsenal, he ran the whole length of the field, slid and just dived and celebrated in front of the away fans. And England's a little bit different to rugby league in Australia. But yes, that was unreal. That was one of the best moments I think I've ever watched in my life. Sport Action says, I don't mind a grinding game, but this is garbage. Oh, this isn't grinding, bro. This isn't a grinding game. This is a game between two teams who are trying to attack but can't because they're both just absolutely dog shit. Pete Rose says, 2 best defensive teams in the league. Shut up. Just shut up. And, oh my God, he's actually caught it though. I thought Corey Allen was going to drop that. So 30 minutes out from their own line. The Dogs will get their new set. Pete Rose says, BK, are you a big fan of Tottenham? I would rather throw up and then gurgle that same throw up. So second tackle here, 40 metres out from their own line, the Doggies. Braith and Asta talking. Can you please give us an idea of how bad these two teams are right now? Nathan Ward says, is it football, soccer? I call it football. I don't care what people call it. Obviously in Australia, people call it soccer. In America, people call it soccer. But I call it football because I've grown up with football. So fourth tackle here. I call this league, I call AFL footy more than likely. Sometimes I call it a rugby league. Oh, it's going to be 6 again here. But then again, the Dogs have had the ball in the 40 metre line and with a fresh set of 6 literally the last 400 times in a row. Jake Smith says, I'd rather bang a beehive than rewatch this game. Jeez, that's a sight to behold. That is a sight to behold. Bang a beehive. My goodness. Isaac Van Wells says, the funny thing is Trent Barrett was the attacking coach. The Panthers and the Dogs are producing this. That's what we've been talking about, man. That is what we've been talking about. Oh, Dogs here. Oh, Dogs underneath. Oh, good tackle last second there by, is that Jordan Ricky? It is Jordan Ricky. So Dogs here. 15 metres out. Right-hand side. Josh Jackson. Not been that bad in this game so far. Flanagan. Wrong pass, Flanagan. Get that ball out of the back line. 2-on-2. See what the Dogs can do, but he didn't do it. So fourth tackle of the Dogs. Oh, underneath. It's a knock on. Oh. Dude, I don't support either of these teams, and I'm getting angry at how bad. Like, how do you drop this ball so much and be a professional rugby league player? Like, how do you get to this point? Like, how do you get to this point being a professional team in the top division of rugby league, and all the players are doing this? It's not just one player over and over again. It's every single player. It's every single player. Pete Ferrer says, Lewis Fanful, I know I was just joking. I know he doesn't fancy Tottenham. Tottenham suck. Bunch of bottle jobs. Saka says, every knock-on is $10 for charity. Yeah, nah, mate. That would send every person broke. That would send every person broke. Sport Talk says they can't even make an excuse with these conditions. It's perfect at the moment. That's what I'm saying. It's a perfect game. There's nothing wrong with this game at the moment. There's nothing wrong with... Well, there's a lot wrong with this game. Don't you, buddy, get me wrong. But there's nothing wrong with the conditions of the game. Oh, both sides are trying their hardest, are they? Both sides are trying their hardest, are they? Nice. Nice. If this is the hardest, apparently. Lewis Fence says we were 11, 0 and 13, came 9th, 26 points. Oh, there you go. Came 9th. So you stole the Tigers spot in 2017, did you? So third tackle with the Broncos. 40 metres out here from their own line. Maybe we might be able to see them get past the halfway point here. This is outrageous. Outrageous. Oh, Milford. Oh, it's a knock on. Oh, no, he didn't lose it. Very close, though. But they did get past the halfway point, so that's a positive for the Broncos. I want to see a 2-point field goal. I want to see the Dogs kick a 2-point field goal at this rate. I reckon we're going to see it. I feel like we're going to see one. This game has been such a shithousery game that the first team to score a 2-point field goal is going to be the Dogs. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, my goodness me. So, first tackle with the Dogs coming out of their own 20-metre line here. Is there a team these two teams would beat today? Let me know in the chat. Which team do you think the Tigers would lose this game? Or do you think the Tigers would win this game? Surely they would be able to win this. Stimson will come on for a Tony here. Jordy Reeves says, Broncos win a great job to keep the Dogs out. Defence looks too top tier. Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go. No, here we go. Sport Actions Tigers are good. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up. All right, Broncos here. Isako, good take, and gets slammed, but good take. He's been safe under the high ball at the back today. Isako, he's been one of the better players here for the Broncos, in my personal opinion. Sport Talk says they aren't this level bad in the dry. They're defensively a lot better than both these teams, but the fact of the matter is that their attack hasn't been good, and because there's no Harry Grant, so there's no creativity. So my question comes to the fact that the Tigers are basically just like these two teams have been. Oh, it's a knock on. It's another knock on. It's another knock on, man. Ula says, who are you backing this match? No one. I'm absolutely backing nobody right now. I tipped the Dogs pre-game, but I'm absolutely 100%, 4 million guaranteed that no one wins this. Even if you win, trust me, you're a loser of this game. Samuel Allen says Dragons would get beat by both these teams. I don't think so. I think Dragons would beat them both, to be honest with you. RC Calabrese laughing. Pete Rose says, Fatima, that is because those balls... Okay, what's going on here? Hey, what's going on? Now we're losing our minds in the chat. So, 23 minutes to go here of the game. Don't forget, guys, I will be streaming the Sharks versus the Eels game right after this. Trust me, there won't be 400 knock-ons in that game. There'll probably be at least 10. And they're all probably going to be the Sharks. But, the Eels drop the ball from time to time too. Lachlan Booth says, good to know Brisbane don't know how to handle the ball as well still. Oh, man, both these teams are lucky today. Both these teams are lucky because literally if they play anybody else, they have 100 scored on them each. Times 2, maybe. And that's in the first half. So, second tackle of the Dogs. The Dogs have been completely possessive of this ball in this second half, but they just don't know how to attack because their team is strange. So, third tackle here, 26 metres out. Lewis Fansford says Cowboys would lose to both these teams. No, I'd say Cowboys win. In this game, I think... Oh my God, that defense in the Broncos wasn't good, but Carl Flanagan didn't see the hole. Chancey Kotrich! Oh my God, Kotrich nearly broke through there. Oh, he's still going here. Oh no, he didn't blow the whistle. I'm sorry, but the referee didn't blow the whistle there. That should have been played on there. Alright, so is that fourth or fifth tackle here? Fourth tackle of the Dogs, 15 metres out. It is fourth tackle here. So Dog out to the right hand side here, out to the back. Carl Flanagan. Flanagan here, went behind a player. Could have been a penalty, but it won't be. Fifth tackle here, 15 metres out. We've been here over and over and over again, but the Bulldogs aren't throwing anything at the Broncos. Good. Oh, it's too heavy of a kick. That's way too heavy of a kick. Katoa did fine, but I tell you what, is that Carl Flanagan going to kick that ball? Because that was just dead set diabolical. ADL says, I had a free ticket this game. Thank God I didn't use it. Mate, I'm telling you, if I got a free ticket this game, I would have still complained about how much money I spent. I would have still complained. Pete Vedo says, Barrett is a great attacking coach from what I've seen so far. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's great. All right. Lachlan Boo says even the ref does not want to be there. Mate, these players, I'll tell you right now. It's the second tackle here. 43 metres out here from their own line, the old Broncos. Oh, that's nearly a forward pass. No, it's not apparently a forward pass. I thought it was, though. Sport Talk says so many people had Bulldogs in the 8th this season. I don't get how they thought they're making it. Mate, I was generous by putting them 10, 11. I think I put them 11th. I was generous. And I said this in the preview. I said I'm pretty generous by giving the Dogs this positioning because, you know, they're probably a 2023, 2024 team. Sarko should be a try here. Should be a try. Oh, Sarko scored the try and the Broncos. Oh, yeah, celebrate, brother. Celebrate. You're like you're the best team in the world. The Broncos take the lead 6-0 here. They finally scored. Broncos won. Lewis Spencer said, finally a try. Brendan Westling says, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. It's actually ridiculous. 58.5 minutes, we finally see a try. It was a good... Jermaine Sarko has probably been the best for the Broncos in this game. Farnworth was good, but Sarko in the second half has been very good from behind the line. He's been safe under the high ball. Blaze YouTube says up the Bronx. Oh, yeah, bro. You had a great game. Broncos with a huge win. What a game. What a game. Sport Action says Corey Allen equals the most overrated player. I don't think he's overrated because I don't think realistically he is rated by many people. I think a lot of maybe Rabbitohs fans kind of gave the impression he was decent. And Bulldogs fans want to believe their team is good, but that's great from Asako, though. Not many fullbacks are going to be able to do anything there. Not many fullbacks are going to be able to do anything there. Dustin Charles' thoughts on the Raiders-Warriors game. Thought the Warriors deserved the win in the end because the Raiders, fair enough, had injuries, but there was a massive forward pass in the game that led to the Warriors winning the game. Sport Action says Corey Allen was only good because he was on the Rabbitohs. But was he that good, though? Was he that good at the Rabbitohs? He was fine, but was he that good? I didn't really get the hype. Geordie Reeves says, is it possible that both teams are so good they make each other look bad? Playing devil's at, mate, you're spot on. Yeah, that's it. Broncos and Bulldogs, grand final this year. But 20 minutes to go here, guys. 60 minutes gone to the game. We've finally seen the first try of the game. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. We've got 61 likes. We've got 79 people here. I know we can get at least 5 more right now. So go and smack it. Luca Rosemeyer says, you Brisbane, we're coming for the Prem. Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, Broncos, they're back, baby. Oh, they're back. They are back, baby. Sarkis says, see the Bulldogs training every day because I am Belmore Sports Ground. Yeah, well, can you tell them to train harder? Duster says, tell them to not work out on their defense this time. Work out on their attack. Please, yell out to them. Work out in your attack, you bunch of hopelessness. You bunch of hopelessness. Not hopeless fools. I don't even know the word to use there. But Asako will slap that little baby right over the line. So it is going to be 8-0 here to the Broncos. And Asako has scored every one of these 8 points. Sport Reaction says, hopefully this game goes to extra time. Oh, man, I would love a 2-point field goal. I'd love it. Mark Allen says, rip the referee's voice. Yeah, man, it's been bad all game. It has dead set been just horrific all damn all game. At least we saw something, though. Dean Papostolou says, Bulldogs still haven't scored a single point since round 1. Yeah, they could potentially go through 160 minutes of gameplay and not score. And it's not like this is the Panthers. The Panthers last week, it's fair enough because they're a very, very good defensive team. But, this is the Broncos. Oh, this is the Broncos. The last team they beat, though, the Broncos, was the Dogs. The last team they beat 14 rounds ago was the Bulldogs. So, fair enough. Sport Talk says Brisbane are the only team in the comp that will still manage to lose by 20 in the last quarter of this match. Oh, stop it. Oh, man, if the Bulldogs want to win this game, I tell you what. Oh, no. Saga says the ref needs a new whistle. No, he's using his voice as a whistle. It's that bad. All right, so Broncos here with the ball. Ricky, game's not over yet, guys. The Broncos have been that bad. The Bulldogs could still outbad them. Both these teams want to lose this game. So trust me, the Broncos could still lose it. If you're a Bulldogs fan, don't give up hope just yet. I personally think the Broncos should probably walk away with this one from here on out. But, jeez, it's been a bad one. When people say, what's the worst game you've watched ever, I'd honestly put this in top 3. Psychedelic says, look at the score. Who do you think will win this game? Broncos, mate, but... and they deserve it, because the Dogs have been... Oh, don't tell me you knocked that ball on. Oh, don't do it. Thank God. Oh, no. A. Dallas says, Michael Morgan can face retirement due to chronic shoulder injury. I heard about that. Yeah, no, that's not good, man. That's not good. That's not good. But whatever's best for his health, man. You know, rugby league and sporting life is temporary. You know, he's still got a long life to live after the game. So whatever's best for him. Personally, Bulldogs here. Oh, that's good tackle by Mead. Without Mead there, that's a try. Well, at least a breakaway by the Dogs because they had a 0-on-1 out on the right-hand side. Open space. So 4 tackle leave. The Broncos are at least aiming up here. Honestly, psychedelic, look at the score. The Broncos will win the game, but do they deserve the game? No, no one deserves this game, the way this game's gone. So, Isako. Ooh, good tackle. Isako has to be man of the match so far. They have to be. Fatima says Titans. Aha! Here we go. Get around the Titans. There we're talking. Get around the buddy big boys. Hey, get around the buddy big boys over here. So, Broncos with the ball. 3rd tackle at the halfway point. Pete Rose says, are they looking good so far? Hopefully top 8 finish for you. Good luck on Sunday. I wouldn't say we're looking good yet. I thought we won by more than what the score showed last week, but in the same sense, I wouldn't say we're looking good yet. But the fact of the matter is we scored 28 points without looking good. But we won that by a bit more than what we did. 4th tackle here for the Broncos. At the right-hand side here. Oh, good last second tackle there. Oh, he gets the offload away. I would have probably just gone down with that. The main thing here for the Broncos is that 2-point... No, that's not a high tackle. Don't even call that a penalty. Yeah, jeez. Pete Ferrer says it's what Morgan's career has led up to. At least he has won a premiership, though. Exactly right. And he was great in that year. And he's a great player when he has another quality half alongside him. But he's just not that great when he's by himself. He's not creative. He does the hard yards. That's a high tackle. That has to be a penalty against the Broncos. No? Okay, not. Apparently not. So, 2nd tackle here for the Dogs. Yeah, he's not that good. Oh, wait, here we go. Bulldogs. Oh, good last-ditch tackle there by the Broncos. They've done that a couple of times today to stop a breakaway. 3rd tackle. 16 minutes, the game's over. Dasmate says, let's just score something. Jeez. Gee whiz. All right, Dogs. No! Get the offload away. He's got the offload away. Still stepping on the inside here, Allen. Dogs have plenty of space on the right-hand side if they use it. Plenty of space. Pass the ball, dude. Stimson, brother, this is why you don't play. Pass the ball, Buzz. 5th tackle here for the Dogs. And up it goes. Down it comes. Good kick, actually. Good kick. No one chased it through, though. Pete Brenner says, prepare for Golden to come out of his hiding spot to say Broncos are the best team in the league. He will never do that. Do you know why? Because he knows that I can use the Titans beating you guys 3 times in a row now. Like, he'll never do it. Doesn't matter. I promise you, he will never come out of his little hole. Because he knows until the Broncos beat the Titans next time, which will happen one day. It could happen at the end of the year. I don't know. In round 8, I think we play this again. Even though we've won Suncorp the last 2 years in a row. 3 years in a row now, I think we've won Suncorp. So 4 tackle with the Broncos, 40 minutes out from their own line. And they get taken out of the halfway point. Come on, let's see one more score in this game. Let's see one more. Anything from anyone. I don't care at this point. I just want to see something that's exciting. Jeez, you know what's funny? Broncos fans are getting loud and proud right now. That's great. It is good. But it's just funny how they're getting loud and proud now when they're 8-0 up against the Dogs in the worst game in history. Fatima says, yeah, Pete, I will do something. Oh, will you? There you go. Jake Smith says, not often can be said the ref is man of the match. Yeah, fair enough. It's a good call. That is a good call. All right, 3rd tackle of the Dogs. They still need to score twice, by the way, guys. Don't forget. Big Boy has, did you see the bullshit non-forward pass call in the game before? Yes. I think Warriors... hold on one second here. Doggies. I'm hitting myself. I'm that frustrated in this game. I'm literally that frustrated watching this game that I'm hitting myself. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Man. So, 8-0 the Broncos here, and the Dogs have a chance, and guess what? They throw the ball out. By the way, Kotrich has been horrific in this game too. But yes, I did see that. Obviously terrible. It was like legit a good 3 meters forward. And someone said before, like half a meter forward. Like, good luck. Like, that was a good long way forward. But, like, still, the Raiders fell apart regardless, I think. I think without that try being given, I still think the Warriors probably come home, considering how tired the Raiders were because they had no players on the bench for like the last 70 minutes. So, Jake Smith says, me to be shifted to fullback. Costanu says, let's go Broncos. Yeah, man, I wouldn't be claiming a Broncos fan in this game, to be honest with you. But at least it's a win for the Broncos, and they get off the duck. But I wouldn't be claiming this game at all. Oh, Sarko's been good though. Isako out of the wing. Isako man of the match. Isako has to be man of the match. So Coates is going to score in the sideline. Jeez, he's getting hyped up. Like, gee whiz. He's getting hyped up. Like, bruz, okay, like you scored, but you scored, but it's against the Dogs. But there you go. So it's 12-0 here. Kick to come for the Broncos. That should wrap it up. If they don't get the conversion, then it may not be wrapped up, but it should be wrapped up here. But nice pass from Croft. Isako. Unbelievable performance so far. Well, second half anyway. Brendan Weston says 12-0. Sarko says Broncos scored. Pete Rose says, do you think the game will go far and who wins the spoon? No, I think we're 3 rounds in. I never thought the Broncos would get the spoon, though. I said this before the season started. I thought the Broncos would be about 12th, I think I put them, or 11th. I think I put them in 12th. Maybe 13th. No, I didn't put them bottom 4. Oh, no, I might have put them bottom 4. I think I put them in 13th, which I thought was a good result for them, and I think that's a fair result for them. Tasman says, calm down, some of the Bulldogs. Yeah, I don't understand. Look, I guess he's hot. The players don't think like that. They're obviously in the middle of a game. They think it's a tough grind. They probably think that people are thinking this is a quality game when it's absolutely goddamn not. But you can't blame Coates for celebrating there, to be honest with you. It's just, from our perspective, it's strange. But from their perspective, it makes sense because their body is just full of adrenaline right now and they don't realise how bad this game's been. Duster Charles says, you reckon the Roosters can still win the premiership? Absolutely not. They won't even make top 4. No. So 12 minutes to go here. Henry Donaldson says, hi. Hello, Henry. How you doing? Who you going for this game? So 12 minutes to go here. 12-0 to the Broncos, but there is still a kick to come here. Fatten says Bulldogs to be 16th. Potentially. Maybe a bit of a reality check for majority, not all, but majority of the Dogs fans who thought and argued they were going to make the 8 this year. And if no one agreed with them, they got angry. A lot of people were like that. Not you, Daz. Not all Dogs, but Isako is going to miss the kick. So the game is still technically on here. The Dogs just need to score 2 converted tries, which is ridiculous. Blood Dragon says, hi, Chiefs won another game. It mostly a stinker like this game. Yeah, but at least the Chiefs winning, son. At least the Chiefs winning. We went a long time without seeing them win. So, what was it, like a year and a half? Literally nearly 2 years, because they didn't win, obviously, Super Rugby Aotearoa last year. And the last time they would have won a game was... Did they win in the early opening rounds of Super Rugby before the tournament got suspended last year? Ham Sam says, is this league? This is league. Yes. Jim Jones says Barrett will get sacked by the end of the year. Absolutely not. Not happening. It just won't happen. Alright, so Doggies here. Boot that little bad boy down. They need a score within the next 6 minutes, realistically. If they don't score in the next 6 minutes, it is game over, man. Game over. Kelly Bryant, can you show us the game? Unfortunately, due to broadcasting restrictions, it is illegal. I can't show you the game live. The best I can do is commentate the game and let you know what's going on and talk to you guys in the chat. You won't be able to find it on YouTube or Twitch or anything because the NRL is very strict with their broadcasting. But yeah. So 11 and a half minutes to go here, guys. It is third tackle. Dustin Charles says, do you reckon the Rabbits can go all the way? I think that they will lose to the Panthers, but I think that they are going to be up there. Oh, that's a slap of a tackle by Napa. Big Papa Napa. Big Papa Napa. Look at him go. Oh, no, the Broncos lose the ball backwards. At least it was backwards, though. There hasn't been as many knock-ons in this second half, though. Oh, here we go. Farnworth. Good run, though, regardless. They needed that run. Ham says it's Australian. It is Australian Rugby League, yes. The fifth tackle here. Anthony Milford puts the ball up here. Good little kick, actually. You don't see that. Oh, that's a great tackle. Oh, man. Yeah, the Dogs are shit house. The Dogs aren't looking the goods. But 10 minutes to go here, guys. 10 minutes to go. There will be a dropout here for the Broncos. Hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. 6 more likes to hit 70. So go down there. Thumbs up. Subscribe. And let's go. Dogs. Xavier Coates. The great chase there. Milford with a good kick. There we go. Ham sends to Scotland. Let's go. Scotland. Good win last night. Good win against Frosse. El Frosse. But game's still on, but not really. I don't know why they're not short kicking that, to be honest with you. So Broncos get that. I know it's still 10 minutes to go, but in the same sense, it's like they're down by 12. And now the Broncos have another chance to put this game to bed. They could go for a field goal if they completely want to. Keith Sales says, if I subscribe, can we watch the game? Unfortunately not due to broadcasting restrictions. And that's a penalty, and the Broncos win. That's a penalty, and that is a game over, man, because the Broncos will take the kick, and they will lead 14-0. Sport Action says Scotland won what? Against Francais. They're going to challenge this, the Dogs. Geordie, come challenge the ship. Oh my god, this ref sounds horrific. Come on, brother. Gee whiz. So the Dogs have challenged this. So, okay, he's yelling at them to get him out. How are you challenging this? What are you challenging? So it's 1-on-1, but it's whether the ref is called held or not yet. Because it is 1-on-1. It is 1-on-1 here, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you judge this, because they'd have to call whether it's the ref called held yet. No. I'm sorry, but that's a bad call. Like, how do you judge that? We couldn't hear the referee making any noise there. So what's the point of that challenge then? Because the challenge was never going to be ruled successful, regardless. The challenge was never going to be ruled successful regardless, because there wasn't two players in the tackle just then. There wasn't two players in the tackle. It was a one-on-one strip. However, it came down to whether the ref had called held yet or not. But we couldn't hear the ref yelling out held or what the sound was yet. Okay, now we're going to listen to it. Okay, no, then we heard it this time. So that is the right call. So actually says he couldn't hear the ref. He couldn't hear him. No, that's fine. No, it's the right call that's been made. We didn't hear the sound. We didn't hear the sound before, but we just heard it then. Kelly Bryant says, what's the next game? We are going to be streaming the next game. It is the Sharks and the Eels. Eels and Sharks at Bankwest Stadium at 7:30. So in about 30 minutes time, 7:35 is when that game will be on. And should be a decent game. I think the Sharks will surprise a few. Geez, my tips this week have been horrific. Frenchie says, hello Blaze, where is Anime? Anime is somewhere thinking that his team is the best team in the world. Ryan says, up Para. It should be a decent little game though. Should be a decent little game. I was considering vlogging it, but I didn't end up going to it. And he will get that kick. So it's 14-0 here to the Broncos. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And let's go. The Broncos do lead 14-0. But yeah, look, I think Para should win, but the Sharks have a good record against the Eels. Henry Donaldson says, I from New Zealand. Well, the Warriors got a decent little win before. A decent, cheeky little win. Yes, it was controversial as hell, but they still got the damn well win, and they'll take that one in the end. Ryan says try. There's no try, mate. There's no try. Oh, no, there is going to be a try. Xavier Coates. It's going to be 20-0. It's going to be 20-0. They're not chasing down Xavier Coates. I must be like 3 seconds behind you, but Xavier Coates has gone and scored a try, and it is 18-0 here with a kick to come. Oh, no one know. Oh, no one know. Kelly Bryant said, I've got 4 out of 5 tips. Gee whiz. Well, I tipped the Storm. I tipped Manly, I tipped the Rabbitohs, I tipped the Raiders, and I tipped the Bulldogs. So I'm having an absolute shocker of a week. Most people are around 1 from 4, 2 from 4, 2 from 5 kind of thing, but still, gee whiz, tough week. Duster Charles says, who do you go for in Origin if you say Queensland? I'm unsubbing. Joke. Well, and enjoyed the unsub, my man. Yeah, man, unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, unfortunately for you, Queensland, mate. Ooh-wee. The current Origin champions, FYI. But that's a great take there by Xavier Coates. He breaks it away, 40 metres out, 50 metres out, 40 metres out again, 30 metres out again. He's away. He's off like a racehorse, son. Off like a racehorse. AJ Ellis says Clarkie's going to be 0-5. Did he actually tip at the Dogs, did he? Jeez, Clarkie, 0-5. I didn't realise he tipped the Dogs too. Sport Action says Broncos halves have done nothing. Yeah. Well, Milford's been okay. I wouldn't say Milford's been bad. Milford's been okay. Brody Croft has not done nothing, but really, this game has been all to Sarko. Coates obviously had a decent game with a couple of tries late on. Farnworth was good in the first half, but no, overall, I think Milford wasn't terrible. Nathan Ward says, go Brisbane. Yeah, huge win. So, it seems that the Titans and the Broncos will stay level with most losses in a row as a Queensland club. Frenchie says, I got the Panthers game right, I got the Souths game right, and I got the Warriors game wrong, and I got the Dogs game wrong, and I have Para, the Knights, and Titans. I've got Para, Knights, and Titans, but I really want to go to the Sharks, but I'm going to take, I'm saying with Parramatta. Game's still technically on here, guys. He misses the kick. 3 converted tries in 6 minutes. Here we go. Blaze says, drop Crawford didn't. Fair enough. Blood Dragon says, Knicks beat victory midweek. Yeah, no, I streamed it. Wales win the Six Nations. Warriors pip the Raiders. And the Chiefs beat the Blues. Hopefully Suns win tonight. And Suns, who the Suns playing? And next tomorrow to make it an awesome weekend. Should be a good one. Alip says, bro, live reaction, Central Coast Mariners, Melbourne victory. No, I only do A-League streams during the weeks, in the midweek. Alrighty, so 6.5 minutes to go here, guys, and the Dogs need 3 converted tries. Don't know why they're kicking it deep, because they needed a score, but then, okay, whatever. Brent Westing says, Coates, B. Morris and Teddy, top 3 try scorers this season. Yeah, but I know that Brett Morris and Teddy are going to probably drop off a little bit now with no halves there. There you go. Dad's mate says we play the Kangas. You should win that. But then again, isn't Rowell injured? Isn't Matty Rowell injured? Come on, guys. 3 likes away from 70. I know we can hit it. 3 likes away from 70. Let's get to 70 before the end of the game. So second tackle leave the Broncos. 30 metres out here from their own line. Dearden comes on for Croft. That should have been the starting lineup of the game. But okay. Ooh, Milford to Glenn. And he's going to get tackled down. Oh, yeah, Sonny should probably knock out the Kangas, but... Hem Donaldson says the Warriors. There you go. I'm really looking forward to this Eel Sharks game. I just think it's going to be better than people imagine. I really do. I think the game's going to be better than people imagine. Sport Actions Bulldogs are too predictable. Yeah. Now people starting to listen to me in regards to the fact that the old Trent Barrett's not the greatest coach ever. Tell you what. So 5 minutes to go here in the game. Not a good game since House City last night, hey? Yeah, 4-1, big win. Big win, son. Second tackle here, 5 minutes to go. Doggies, 3 converted tries. They need to do it in 5 minutes. Saga says, why was on timeout? I have no idea. I don't do the timeouts here. That's why we have moderators. But you must have said something or spammed or something that you would have got your timeout. So Dogs here with the ball at the halfway point. Duffster Charles says, I got 4 from 5 in tips right now. I tip the Raiders. I hate you. Thank you for subscribing and watching the content. But I hate you. Because I'm 1 from 5, alright? I had a good week last week, I had a good week the week before. This week, not a good week, mate. Not a good week. No. I'm legit 1 from 5. Shocking. So, Broncos here. So Action says Dogs need more than Bert and the Fox. 100%, bro. And it starts with the coach. I'm sorry, but I don't believe in him. Amelia K says hi. Hello, Amelia. You're a Dogs fan, aren't you? Jeez. Not the goods. Not the goods, this one. No. Dogs next 5 games. Rabbits at home. Storm at home. Cowboys away. Sharks away. Eels at home. Difficult 2 games coming up. Jeez. So Action says people overhyping the Dogs. Try to say it pre-season. Try to say it. Millie Cates says no, I'm a Storm fan and a Cats fan. Well, there you go. Well, Cats last night. Gee whiz. Xavier Coates here. He's going to kick it through. This could honestly be another try. No, it's going to be Dogs' ball. And that's a good chase by the Broncos, actually. Oh, but the Dogs are away here. Nick Maney. What does he mean now? Get the ball away, offload it. Pass the ball, dude. There's a man right behind you. Oh, Dasmate says, can we swap rosters with the Panthers? Mate, you'd rather swap rosters with anybody at this point. Not just the Panthers. Mate, you'd swap rosters with the Broncos at this point. Oh, he's lost the ball. Oh, bro, he's another knock-on. How many knock-ons? Can someone get me a stat of how many knock-ons I've had in this game? Can someone please get me a stat of how many knock-ons in this game? From the Bulldogs and from the Broncos. Duster Charles, who do you go from the Premier League? Go Liverpool. And enjoy not winning the Premier League this year, my friend. I like it. Enjoy it. So second take leave with the Broncos at the halfway point. Sport Action says, let's be honest, the Dogs should have won the Spoon last year. Disagree. I think the Broncos were worse than the Dogs last year. I think the Dogs were a lot more in games than the Broncos were in games. Oh, Broncos here. Good offload. Should be a try. Farnworth kicks it through. Should be a try. Yes, a try Dearden. And Dearden scores. And that's why he should have been starting this game. It's going to be 24-0 here. Try and lead the post. The Broncos take the win. There you go. Good night, Irene. Electrical Dust says, I'm 3 from 5 this week. I guess the Panthers, Rabbits, and Dragons. There you go. Good on you. Dustin Charles says, shut up, we won last season. Yeah, for the first time in, 30 years. Will Lamont says, come on, the Bronx. Come on, the Bronx. Blood Dragon says, Liverpool have fallen apart this season. I reckon we'll finish higher than them this season. Ooh, Tottenham and bottle shots, but that's a good little play there by the Broncos. You wait, Broncos will claim their back now. You wait. You guys, I promise you, I guarantee you, Broncos fans will say they're going to make the 8 now. I guarantee you, wait for it. No, maybe not in this stream, but wait for it. I remember the first half against Parramatta. Everyone said that the Broncos fans were saying they're back. Guarantee you, they've beaten the Dogs and beaten the Dogs well. I guarantee you, we see the Broncos fans come out and say it's game. You know, they're going to make the 8. Kelly Bryant says there was 1 million knock-ons. No, that's an official stat. That is an official stat. Dustin Charles says wins a win. Like, yes and no. Yes, it is, but no, it's not. Like, yes, it is. Like, you'll claim the win. You're happy that you get a win. And the second half has been fantastic by the Broncos. Well, probably the last 20, I'd say. The last 20 has been quality here from the Broncos. Maybe not the whole second half. The first 20 of the second half was Bulldogs, but they just couldn't score. Simon Allen says, Dogs have 37 missed tackles and 10 errors. That's outrageous. Sport actually says, Broncos are proving they're a second half team. Yeah, how'd that game against the Eels go? Pete Rose says, at least we won a game at this point. That is what it has come to. No, exactly right. Exactly right. You know? Peaks and fountains. Peaks and waterfalls. You go up, you go down. You got to ride the highs, man. You know, I'm going to be sitting here, I'm going to insult the Broncos regardless. I'm a Titans fan. Of course I'm going to do that. But, you know, as a Broncos fan, you need to keep on this high right now. You need to believe in your team. You know, I believed in the Titans when they were at their lowest of lows. You know what I'm saying? So, you just keep grinding. Whether your team's doing well or not, you just have to keep believing in them. If they look absolutely dog shit, then they look absolute dog shit. I don't think the Broncos are that great, and they're probably still going to be I tipped them high in 11th or 12th. I think I'll put them in 12th. I tipped them pretty high. No, I think I'll put them 13th. I think Sharks were 12th. And I think that's good for them. But, you know, Broncos fans, you just need to believe in your team. Saki says, will Dragons make the 8? I've already answered this question about 100 times. Absolutely not. Dragons are not good. They've played no one. They've played the Cowboys. They've played Manly. And they played the Sharks, and they lost to the Sharks. The Dragons have played no one. Lazy just says, no Dragons will make the 8. Thank you. Electrical Justice, the Rabbitohs are called Rabbitohs because in the early 20th century it was a common term to describe... Okay, I'm not reading all that comment. Sorry, man. It's a long comment. So, third tackle here. Dustin Charles says, I got Rabbits winning the comp, not biased at all. I got Panthers. Or maybe the Titans. Not biased there at all either, mate. Oh, Broncos here again. David Mead. They could put it to bed here again. Or put it again to bed. Luca Rosemeyer says Broncos will make the top 8. $1,000,000,000. I bet my dinner on it. Cool, mate. Well, looks like you're going hungry tonight. So, fourth tackle in. Milford. Isaac says Broncos need a Cameron Smith, Paul Gallen, leadership type of player. 100%. Oh, he's slapped. Salat. Anthony says, hi, BKRsport Roosters, but weren't good last night. Ref decisions and played bad. No, ref did nothing wrong last night. You guys got monstered in every single facet of the ball. Every single aspect of that game, you got monstered. That was not the ref's fault. Don't blame the refs. The vlog comes out tomorrow at 10 a.m. though for that Roosters and Rabbitohs game. So obviously have the notifications ready. But no, I won't listen to anyone claiming the referees did bad in that game. But guys, that is going to be it for today's stream. Obviously, I will be streaming the Eels-Sharks game in literally about 15-20 minutes time. So yeah, finally that game's over. That was a horrific game. But the Broncos at least had a very good second half. They came home strong in the end. They deserved the win. I think the Bulldogs probably, you know, should have been well and truly clear at some points, but they just can't attack. The Broncos' defense was good enough too, but the Bulldogs just can't attack. So yeah, look, disappointed to be a Dogs fan. If you are, I think you go last now, don't you? Or maybe the Tigers. I don't know. But point of the matter is that yeah, Dogs, I think you've come back down to earth now after your unrealistic expectations pre-season. Not all Dogs fans, but a lot of Dogs fans thought they'd make the 8, and 100%. They'd argued it very, very strongly that they'll make the 8, and I was like, well, no, like, give it a time. But I don't know if there is time anymore. I really don't think next year they're going to be good with this team. I don't think Adokar does anything. He's a winger. A winger's not going to fix this team. You know, Trent Barrett is an attacking-minded coach, and he can't even score a point. Oh, what they didn't score a point? They lost 24-0. They lost 24-0 last week. They lost 24-0 this week. They've lost 48-0 in 2 weeks. One of the Panthers, but this is the Broncos. This is one of the worst teams in the comp. You know, so there's no excuses here for the Bulldogs. And I don't think that Matt Burton or Josh Adokar fixes this team. So there's a long way to go here for the Dogs, and they're still in a situation. But look, guys, I'm going to jump off. I'll see you in about 20 minutes' time for the Sharkies and the Eels game. Appreciate you as always. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. Don't forget, tomorrow, 10 a.m., Rabbitohs versus Roosters vlog will come out. I supported the Rabbitohs. Hayden supported the Roosters. It's a good one. So have your notifications ready. But I'm jumping off, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.